You've been recording this whole time, so this whole thing's a joke. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll probably put something in there.
Hey, this is Chris Statsbury, and you're listening to Night 8 of A2Z Movie Nights, 13 Nights of Halloween. Tonight's movie is Phantasm 2, with Jake Hooker.
Just the side of a plate.
Wait. So who's doing the intro?
I can start it.
Him.
I can start it.
You're watching Aaron to Zach.
Well, let's fucking
You ready to
talk
kick
about
it?
it. Let's talk about it. I just want to make sure he's doing. I want to know. That's all.
All right, I'm gonna let you off the leash here, Chris.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Don't tell your mama.
I love that confidence.
Cross your,
I was just like, let's
cross your
fucking
fucking
see how it
fingers,
goes, man.
everyone.
Fucking kick the tires and light the fire. I'm Harry Connick Jr. I need a coaster.
You know what?
I put a spare.
I got it. Did you see him?
Well, in case Jake needs one, I don't know if he
You were
needs.
sitting
Does
right
anybody
next
need a
to me.
fucking coaster?
I don't need a coaster.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm
No,
good.
here.
Yes.
Jake, why don't you just go ahead and put that koozie on too? Why don't you wrap it up?
I want to do it.
Wrap it up.
That shit up, B.
Wrap a boulder around your soldier, boy.
I don't know if you know this, but this table's really nice, and we want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that blue spruce?
Is everybody dialed in? You got get enough volume?
I think so.
think so.
Does that sound good?
You sound good. Tim,
Or
talk.
do I sound like a faggot? Do I sound like
I
a
can't
little
hear Timbo.
sissy?
Check.
Tim, your microphone is quite low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick the whole arm up. Oh, that's fine too. Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
All right,
no.
check it, Tim.
Check.
All right. Whenever y'all are ready, just kick
It's
it off.
heavily articulated.
Make sure to mention that we're here with Jake.
Don't worry about
we
it.
have to introduce
I got
all of
this, guys.
Oh, you got. Oh, yeah, you got it.
I got this.
All right.
I want
All
the
right.
dog. I want the dog in view. He's got a little fucking.
Hey, he can't get out, can he?
No, he's
No.
not close the door.
Okay, cool.
He's got a little smoky for a tail.
Front's
All right.
bolted.
He is a little smoky.
All right, so
All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of A to Z. Oh God, we're gonna do this again.
Take
No,
two.
go on.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of A to Z Movie Night. Tonight is a special one. Your boys are back in town.
oh yeah,
The boys are back in town. Everybody's back together. We
Gang's back
have.
together.
We're hanging down at Dino's.
Oh yeah, we have to the left of me, Mr. Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim.
Sitting across from me, I've got Aaron.
Hey, what up, y'all? What it do?
Pointing a phone in my face is Mr. Zach Bowman.
Hey.
And
our
then the man
special
of the
guest.
hour, he's returned to us finally, Mr. Jake Hooker, ladies and
Jake.
gentlemen.
Good
Really?
evening.
Yes, yes.
Welcome back. Welcome back, sir.
oh,
Welcome
God.
back.
I have 12 pounds of dog in my lap. He's
That's
lovely.
a parting gift. You can have that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Well, tonight's a special one, guys. We're doing Phantasm 2 by request.
Yeah, who requests this all the time? Like,
Jeff Bro Parrish. Yeah,
There you
he's
go.
been asking, saying that he thought this would be a good one. So
So this is for you, Jeff.
this one, is a little love letter. Mm-hmm. But let us tell you a little bit about it.
It's a movie. It's a sequel to a shitty movie.
Read the fucking script. Just read
I
the
thought Jake
script.
was reading the script.
Oh,
All right,
Jake,
fine.
read
I
the
can read
script.
this
Stay on
script.
point.
Who shall I read
You're
the
not on
script
board.
as? Do you want me to read it in some form of character?
Yeah,
or-
it's-
Give us your trailer voice.
Yeah,
trailer voice.
best trailer voice.
I gotta rough it up. Hold on, I'm looking at the dog. Phantasm 2 is a 1988 American action horror film and sequel to Phantasm 1979. It was written and directed by Don Coscarelli. In it, the first film's protagonist, Mike, recently released from a mental institution, recruits Reggie and some new friends in an effort to defeat the villain, Tall Man.
Goddamn tall man.
All right.
Son of a
Man.
bitch.
So as usual, we're gonna kick it off at the countdown. We're gonna be, was it Universal?
Universal.
That's what it looks
yes.
like.
Universal. All right.
Oh wait,
So let's.
yeah.
In 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get this shot out.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yes.
Welcome back, Jake.
Oh, somebody didn't check the volume.
I'm held under a dog. Universe. Oh, God. There he goes. The dog is off the lap.
Rocky, come here. I need to turn
It's
that
off the
color
rails already, guys.
It's already off the rails. Yeah,
It's off the rails.
It's gone. Back it up. Let's go. Ooh.
Yeah, strap in. This one, the first one was in 1979. This was 88, so there was whatever, 9 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that these actually were originally filmed like almost consecutively.
I kind of did too.
Because
Actually,
this picks up. The director said, because he came back, the same guy that directed the first one, he said that he thought like the only way to do this was to pick up right where the first one ended, and I guess that's why I always thought kind of like Halloween 1 and 2, how part 2 picks up right
Immediately,
where
yeah.
immediately
At the end of the
I thought
first
I thought it was kind of. I don't know. That was just me being a kid, not knowing.
I know this one's much more of a cult hit than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember as a young buck always hearing about Phantasm 2, and nobody said anything about the first one.
This one, they really like widen the mythos of the tall man. And
this one's like all mythos, basically.
Yeah, they expand the universe of Phantasm because in the first one, even at the end of that movie, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, you don't.
really.
You don't. You're confused.
It's very confusing, and like a lot of it, even the actors are like, "Man, none of that shit made sense."
Like,
Like,
what's
I was
this
in
dude
the
doing?
movie, and I don't fucking get it.
James
Jesus.
Taylor
What's with the
is
tears, man?
he's talking to a young man, and Margot Robbie is still.
does look like James Taylor.
James Taylor is lecturing this young man who looks
A little-
somewhat
little
similar
close. Is
to
that a
Neil
man?
Gaiman.
Is that a boy?
That's a boy.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
He's a
Wait,
boyish
this-
man.
Like,
Mannish
and
boy.
he's all up in his personal space.
Oh, that's Reggie.
yeah. That's Reg.
Okay, so
man.
I watched the first one. I was getting
Yeah.
a hold of these copies and I got the collection.
That's
But I watched the first one.
he's
just
got a
because-
guitar.
Drove
You
an
called
ice
it.
cream truck.
He's totally James Taylor.
Dude, actually,
seen
there's a
fire,
really
I've
cool
seen
like
rain.
musical scene in the first one where they jam, and it's actually a pretty good song.
Really?
Like, that dude can play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Like he sat like on acoustic and played the lead parts. It's kind of cool.
It's like the same kid. I mean, how old's that kid?
No,
It was like
the
9
dude,
years
the
ago.
older dude. Yeah, I mean
Oh.
he didn't age a bit though. Like they must have like
Yeah.
done it right after each other.
Well, he was already
What-
bald,
what-
so you know.
Yeah.
Got the wonderful pan with the villain shoes in
Yeah.
it.
So why do people like this movie so much?
I don't know yet, man.
I'm a virgin to it as well. I've never seen it.
Okay, people
Well,
loved it
I
because of
think-
the effects. I think I really do think a lot of it has to do with the effects and
just
Tall
the,
Man.
The
Yeah.
actor that plays Tall Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angus Scrim, one of the coolest fucking names in Hollywood.
Is it?
He just
It's pretty fucking
he
cool.
just
It's pretty
is.
cool.
These movies,
Super British sounding.
these movies would not be anything.
So did Dave
it wasn't for
Hasselhoff
him.
died in the first one? He didn't come back.
right.
David Hasselhoff
He's
never
the older
dies.
brother.
Yeah,
I was
because
joking.
this is. Yeah.
God, look
Oh.
at him.
That guy
This
is
is fucking
tall as fuck,
scary.
man. Whoa!
Oh my God.
See, I don't know how. Yeah, he just murders people with his screams.
What an asshole.
Yeah, well, because the first movie ends with that.
Well, no, this is the thing. There's the tall man, and then if y'all haven't seen this before, there's other things that.
There's the girl.
No, I'm
that-
talking the other bad people. Well, the other girls kind of.
Yeah.
Well, Tall Man like
These
Yeah,
fucking
that.
that little thing out of Troll 2.
he like has
It's a fucking Ewok.
this ability to go to another dimension or some shit. Like that's what it's all about.
Yeah, this is where you find out
Yeah.
that there's like these other dimensions and stuff.
Well,
and-
that's what I was reading. Is that that's what made it the cult classic that it was.
Right.
The first one
'Cause it's
The
sci-fi-ish.
first one did have a alternate dimension, but that was like a very two-dimensional part of the whole movie. The whole movie is about these kids, but now they're actually
shit,
able
God.
to explore it. Maybe.
Look at this really like
That guy's
obviously
face looks like an asshole.
with this next cut, it's obviously like a stuffed this thing.
Yeah.
What?
It's like a
Or it's
Jawa.
like- the Oscar goes to that guy's.
Yeah, I think you can buy the real
Yeah, it's
deal
a
in
Jawa.
Spirit
Those
Halloween.
Muppet feet.
Yeah, those fake rubber hands.
Yeah, it's like if you walk by that guy on Halloween, his eyes light up and
Yeah.
oh shit, I didn't know you were animated.
You could actually probably buy it online with a fake vagina or something.
Dude, this guy knows how to kill with a rifle. Bludgeon the fuck out of the enemy.
They kind of took this guy and like we're gonna make this bald aging dude that drove an ice cream truck in the first movie like an action star in part
Oh
2.
no, they're gonna part out his
He's like-
robots.
That's
I
what I
mean-
was thinking.
He's like the grocery
He
sacker.
climbed
from,
on the counter, so he's gonna throw the.
from
He's
the
like,
Mist.
oh well, this shotgun's useless. You got on the counter.
Yeah.
He's like
beat you all to death with this rifle.
I give up.
he's like the same character from the Mist. You remember Ollie? He's the
Yeah.
Ollie of this movie.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
The unassuming badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Come
mean,
on,
he kind
James
of
Taylor.
takes on like an Ash from Evil Dead kind of thing.
Well, it's
Uh-oh.
it's
Oh my
It's kind of
god!
like slapstick horror.
Oh shit!
So he's cranking up the gas.
He's about to blow this
here.
whole damn house up.
Well, Universal made this movie. The first one was not Universal. And the reason this happened is because I can't remember whoever the president of Universal at the time was like a huge horror fan. And there was this period in the 80s where Universal put out a lot of really kind of
Yeah.
crazy, like original,
real
interesting
weird
horror
shit.
films and stuff. And Army of Darkness was one of those. And it was kind of the same thing. Universal bought up the rights, and Army of Darkness, the first two were low budget, like Anchor Bay, I think, or whatever was the company.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think they put out the first.
Like, you didn't
And
see him
then-
stick his head out into the hallway?
And then Universal
No.
did part 3. That's kind of what. So this wouldn't have gotten greenlit if there wasn't like a huge horror fan
yeah,
as
behind it.
president
Right.
of Universal at that time. A lot of cool movies got made.
I wish houses still had dumbwaiters.
Damn, dude, you just clobbered.
I mean, you wished that the
The
average
shit out of 'em.
American could make enough
Yeah.
to have a dumbwaiter?
Yeah, I mean that would just be. I wish there was like a little elevator for my food.
He's
I went to my
got a
dad's
dumbwaiter,
upstairs.
a spiral staircase, a conveniently placed bat.
A fucking,
Yeah, there's like a bat in every room.
You know, it would have
pain
been
room,
like
obviously,
the
the red.
ultimate
Yeah.
poetic move is if he would have shot that guy with a bat.
Now, that big thing right there. That's such a cool shot right there.
And he looks back.
Do you think that they took the guy from No Country for Old Men? Do you
Oh,
think
yeah,
that they kind of
definitely.
stole that look from
That's-
the
that's
haircut?
what's
That's what's so scary about
That's
his
a prequel
haircut.
to
Look at that hair.
Phantasm. Yeah.
He has
No,
kind of
he's
like a.
That would make sense. He's a shape-shifting evil
Yep.
creature. Yeah.
Yep. He's timeless. Now, so when they blew that house up, it wasn't 2-story. They built a second story on top of it, and they had like a 5-minute window to do that explosion because they bought it up like apparently only for $500 because they were about to bring like an interstate through there.
Oh wow.
But they were really close to an airport, so like they had like a 5-minute window of where there wasn't any planes taking off or landing.
That they could blow
So
up
like, and it was
safely.
like we got
Yeah.
this
Well,
one.
it's probably they only had that one shot of him in front of fire.
Well, yeah, they had to
not
get
like the
they had to
whole-
get a shot of him doing
They
that,
get like a big crane shot.
and then the guy and the kid running away.
Yeah.
Like so, they had 3 cameras or whatever running, but the fire marshal on set kept like telling him to tone it down. Like, no, that's too much.
Yeah,
and they were starting to get really like upset and bummed out. And then he goes, "What movie is this for, anyways?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we're doing a sequel to Phantasm." He's like, "What?" Apparently,
like, "That's my shit."
Apparently, yeah, he was like a fucking huge fan.
I just don't get why people were huge fans of the
Well,
first
he was
one.
he was like a huge fan of the first
Because
one,
it
and
was
he goes,
confusing.
he goes,
Oh,
"Fuck
Jesus.
it, blow the shit out of it."
Jesus.
So we saw we kind of missed it when we were talking, but did you see that orb flying?
Yeah,
That's-
I
that's
saw
the
that.
thing.
Isn't this called? This is called
The ball is
The
back.
Ball Is Back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I mean that's like what.
I think they're riffing on Aliens. The bitch is back.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Alien 3. They used
No,
that.
that's Elton John.
That was a tagline for
Yeah.
Alien 3.
Alien.
Hey,
I know you're that deep in Elton John, Tim.
Man, deep cuts only.
Well, I mean, Elton John's probably had a few men deep in him before, so.
They're making a movie. They just dropped a trailer for that movie. The kid from Kingsman is playing
The kid
Elton
from
John.
Children of the Corn.
Really?
Oh, this guy who never did anything after this. The director was like, he
He just laid down on a slab and just sat there.
he just like gave up.
He didn't have like
after
a
this.
life. Our kids,
Yeah.
are, like loves
Or
and
nobody that would
loss.
miss him.
This was it. This is where it began. This is where it ended.
There was nobody that was going to miss him when he was gone. But the director said his biggest regret ever was, he said he liked this guy and he did really great in his audition. But the guy that auditioned right before this guy was fucking Brad Pitt. And
Oh my
Oh
god.
damn!
and he was like, man, if I.
That's another one of those.
Yeah,
man.
it's like, man, if I would have just put Brad Pitt in my movie, I would.
it
We would have
Phantasm
avoided
2
all the Brad
would've been,
Pitt movies.
Would have been on the top 10 celebrities with
Yeah,
shitty movies
yeah.
before they became famous.
Yeah. If he was
Before they were
like
famous.
Johnny Depp in Nightmare.
If
you
he'd
know,
have
like-
cast Brad Pitt, it would be
George
Brad
Clooney
Pitt
in
on
Attack of
that
the Killer
slab.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt passed up on this movie to do Cutting Class, probably.
And that movie definitely launched his career.
That's the first movie I know he did. I don't know.
Yeah.
He did like that year. He did that movie and
Thelma
a
and
Capri
Louise.
Sun commercial or some
Yeah.
shit.
Quit digging up graves. I told you. Fucking forget about it. Get out.
How many times do I have to catch you digging up graves?
I was fucking bored.
She's not dead, I tell you.
Who's that kid?
It's the kid we just
See,
saw.
this is like a lot
What
of
the
there's a lot of confusing shit in there. That's grown up.
He said that's the third one I dug up.
That's the kid from earlier.
Yeah.
Like grown
Oh,
up.
he's grown up.
There's like future versions of
Oh, yeah,
themselves
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. Like it gets really
Is that Reggie? Yeah,
convoluted.
that's got to be Reggie.
That's older Reggie.
That's
yeah.
the signature haircut.
They put some gray in the sides.
Or
They're
like
like, yeah, that's good.
He just doesn't have it in a ponytail.
Just spray some gray
He
in
quit
there.
smoking after that experience and stopped drinking. Like he's a
Yeah.
So he wouldn't age. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
could just
ate that
imagine
all.
the casting director is like, it's been 9 years. You haven't aged a fucking day. What is your fucking problem?
Yo, man, I drink water, baby.
We got to
Stay
spray
hydrated.
some silver. in
Got to
this
stay hydrated. We staying hydrated out here. Me and all my homes.
shit. Yeah.
He has like this Arnold Schwarzenegger face problem going on.
And
He looks.
the
He
other
looks,
guy,
he looks like a mouth breather.
He's got a face problem.
He looks like he.
if I didn't know what Clint Howard's brother looks like, I would say that guy looks like Clint Howard's brother.
Damn,
Yes,
Jake.
that's what I'm
Damn,
thinking
Jake.
of.
Like his better looking
Yes.
brother.
Kinda does look like
But,
he
you
is.
know,
Definitely Clint Howard's
He
brother.
looks like Clint, but not Ron, for sure.
yeah.
But Clint looks
Well,
like
it's
Ron
just like
somehow.
it's like his older brother was like super. He looked like David Hasselhoff in the first one. And like he did not age well. You know, he's always the handsome sibling.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, if they
That's me.
catch
I'm
you
the-
here
I'm the-
digging
like,
up
we're the handsome,
graves.
like,
I'm
all
the
we all
handsome
know-
sibling.
Chris probably doesn't know that experience, but like
I'm definitely the handsome sibling.
I love like that grave that he was digging. Like he had a pickaxe. He was digging up
he
that
was
grave.
digging a grave with a pickaxe.
But it was like an exact perfect rectangle. Like if you look at
Yeah.
it, like the hole that he dug out was, that's all they
You
always
can't
do that
even
in
move no
movies.
dirt with a pickaxe.
Yeah, and it's like a perfectly
Bullshit,
like
dude.
symmetrical.
I mean,
Fucking,
you need a
You can
shovel.
dig a trench, but
I used to dig perfectly cylindrical holes to plant 75-gallon live oaks, and I used a pickaxe and a shovel to move all the shit I broke
and a
up.
shovel.
oh geez,
See?
oh that was
Yeah,
how.
that's-
So
yeah.
they shut.
They blew
it's
up two
multiple
houses.
timelines.
yeah,
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because you'll see. Yeah,
So that house blew up in the same time frame that the.
it's the same house. So that's future
I
Mike.
get it now.
That's
Okay.
future Mike and Reggie in the car witnessing that happen.
That
Like
is
they
a
kept that car.
Is that
And they're-
Barracuda?
Their younger versions
Probably
are. Like this is where like a lot of people start getting lost.
Well, that car's pretty cool. Like it was in the first one, but there was this ridiculous scene where like his
A
13-year-old.
Barracuda.
Well, his 13-year-old brother's driving the car. They're like testing it out. You didn't know that they're just driving this cool car around, and they park it. And he goes, "Yeah, it had a weird sound. I bet it was the headers." And he immediately goes underneath the car and starts wrenching on this fucking piping hot 454. Like no fucking way, right?
Oh, is the headers, and so he got under the car?
Yeah. There's
Makes
also
sense,
a
right?
scene where
I'm
he gets
not
trapped
even.
underneath the
I'm
car.
not.
That was
The
the,
car-
part of the
the car-
movie that
well-
Zach was like,
yeah,
all
that's
right.
like
This is
This is
unreasonably.
unfeasible.
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a good movie, okay, but like the car actually does play a big role in it. Like,
Yeah.
like he uses the car to fight aliens. There's
Is this
there's a
guy
scene
supposed
where
to be
they almost
8
get
foot tall?
squished.
No, he's sitting down.
Yeah,
okay.
they're at a funeral. Sometimes bald people sit down at funerals.
I can confirm this is true.
Sometimes bald people sit
look,
down.
look.
Look, so we're tired. We're tired of all the bald jokes. We need to take a break.
No, look, not all bald people sit down at funerals, but
Not all of
everybody,
them. I said
but
sometimes.
most people who sit at funerals are bald.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
because they're sitting there
That's a
like
distinction.
they're like, oh, it's a hemicuda.
Hemicuda.
Hemi's got the hemi in it. That thing got a hemi. You
Where
remember
the
this?
fuck are they supposed to be? Like, where are they
Iowa.
supposed to be? Was that?
They originally
They
were
look like
gonna.
Nevada, like the outskirts of Nevada.
They kind of left some of the elements of the story in this, but originally this whole movie was going to be like a road movie where it was just like, let's go fucking kick some ass, and I think he even says that line
like
later
he's
in the
trying
movie.
to, they're trying to find more tall men. So like
They
in
were
the
just
first-
gonna. They wanted to. They
No,
went
I
on the
mean,
road to
we
go
should-
find the tall man and
we
kill
should
him.
Wait,
clarify.
you guys just missed a very important scene where they tell you how to pick a medieval lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a
So,
slim
Stick a
jim.
ruler through the door and lift it.
Who fuck? I guess you carry a ruler back then.
Who
People were
put
smart.
that lock there?
so
I mean,
in the-
I'm not guessing
in
there's
the
another
first-
doorway.
in the first
Hey, when you
Phantasm-
build that door, leave about a 3-inch gap so people can get a ruler through
Look,
there.
we have to say this because there's a reference point. We're doing a sequel. We're not doing the first one. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
in the first one, what happens is like,
Well, that's a listener's problem, not ours.
Why does this shopping cart have headlights?
so basically, the tall man was robbing bodies from the cemetery.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he was turning them into zombie little people because the gravity
It's
on the
more
planet
convenient.
that because he had a dimension and he was using them
Yeah.
as slaves. He was
Yeah.
reanimating them,
Yeah.
using them as slaves on his planet. And because the gravity was so much on this other planet, that's the only
scaled
science
them
fiction
down.
thing.
Right.
They had to shrink them down so they could
Right.
handle the weight. So that's why we had the grave robbing scene and everything, because he's
Right.
been stealing bodies.
I really wish like this.
I mean, I guess that was what was
Good
going on.
God.
But I'm glad you put
Oh
it
shit!
in
Are we
words.
about to get this scene?
well, like this whole montage
There's
scene.
all these guns, and he's
they're
like,
like
chainsaw.
Yeah, fuck all those
Love it.
shotguns right behind you. But like, I really wish like they like Walking on Sunshine would have been playing like in
yeah,
this
that'd be
scene.
cool.
Like, as they're like going like, I'm walking on sunshine. Yeah.
So apparently they
And
are
they're like-
going to take guns, but I do love the fact that they're like,
They're being practical.
let's stock up. Hey, you
I
never
love
know.
God.
We're fighting a tall guy.
This is the most iconic thing of the whole movie is him making this fucking
Look at that stink face.
quad barrel shotgun.
Yeah, the quad shotgun.
What?
Is that right there?
Oh, you
is
keep watching,
an
keep
acetylene
watching.
torch. It's like 1 tank of
at
oxygen,
this, yeah.
1 tank
There you
of
go.
acetylene.
So he
That
makes this.
barrel's not
So
bent
he's,
at all.
he's an ice cream man / gunsmith.
Yeah.
Like apparently.
I mean, it doesn't take that much to put some shit together, dude.
He's also a
but it takes
guitarist and a bald
That too, he's a
funeral
poet.
recipient. Or not
a bald
recipient.
funeral goer.
Yeah. He's one of those
This is a
hired
man who sits
mourners.
at funerals. Yes.
And it's like, hey, we got the wreath, we got the coffin, we got the plot. We don't seem to have a bald guy to sit
It's
down.
time to take a seat, I guess. Yeah.
Who didn't get the bald guy?
Yeah.
What?
You were on bald guy detail. We need a bald guy sitting
You
down.
had one job.
I
This
don't
is
know,
like-
dude. Like
this is like crafting
or
in Fallout
these guys
4.
like? Did they live down the street from MIT or something? Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh,
here?
and then they just straight up robbed the place too.
Yeah.
No, dude.
We're gonna need.
Oh, they're good guys. They put
paid
money
for
in
it.
the register and then left it wide open.
They
paid
put
for
like
shit, yeah.
they put like $7.
Yeah, I saw like a wad of ones. They're like, that ought to cover it.
Yeah.
Hey, we did all the work. God damn it.
Hey,
did.
go to the titty club on me.
Like, yeah, apparently there was grinders and everything in that fucking store that they needed right there
So
to,
I finally-
to build a quad shotgun.
I think I figured out why
Now he's
why
the
Jeff
Terminator.
is so obsessed with Fallout 4 because it's
fun.
literally that scene.
Yeah, they
right
just
there.
we just had a crafting.
He's just at home like
crafting
crafting
scene.
fucking
He spent at
weapons.
least
dude.
25
Yeah.
seconds in Zelda and in Fallout just doing like
Crafting shit.
and then
Oh,
like,
look,
that's what
a
we
bag of
just got.
screws. I can use that
Is
later to
this-
make a
this-
bomb.
Is this the first video game movie without meaning to? This would make a good video game though.
I'm gonna completely dislodge it for a second and say that like once you know where the hardy durians are, you cook 1 hardy durian
That's
and
it.
you get full hearts. In
Hey,
Breath
don't
of the
tell
Wild.
people that,
Anything,
dog.
anything hardy. Anything hardy.
Anything hardy though. Radish
Hey,
too.
I just want there to be something to gain from this. It's not just fun in games. It's
Twitch
fun
streaming.
in games.
You learn stuff.
What is this? What I mean, what are we cheersing to though? To the beginning
To
of the
maybe
journey?
I'll wrap my head around whatever the hell this
beginning of the
movie
journey.
is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Cilantro. Cheers. Chin
Prost.
chin. That's for my friends in Europe. They all say chin chin. They don't all say chin chin.
You're so well traveled.
I traveled.
Jake.
I got around, man.
I mean, the last time
I'm still a virgin, but
the last time we did a
You got around.
The last time we did the podcast and we did part 5, you hadn't even been to Europe.
Oh,
now.
no.
Now you're a whole
No,
other
I
guy.
had been to
no,
Europe.
he
Oh,
been
you
to Europe.
yeah.
He talked about it in the episode, Aaron. No, hear this, okay?
What? I was
I
fucking-
hadn't been to Serbia.
Hear
or
ye, hear ye.
Croatia.
I was
listen,
fucking
listen,
drunk.
listen. Jake was our first. He was the first person to
Do a
be to,
five-parter?
to
Yeah,
do an episode.
yeah.
The first person to do a 5-parter. First
five-person.
return guest on kind of on a movie night. But I hit him up today,
Yeah,
and he was
okay.
like, "Where are you're at your place, right?" He didn't even know that we had a studio.
No, I told him last
So
night.
welcome
No,
to
I knew there was a studio.
when we
but
were
I-
leaving, I was like, oh, wait, Jake hasn't seen the studio.
I was at Graham's house.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, it's like 7:45. So I texted you. I was like, what a dang deal, man.
What it do?
What do?
What a do?
I love
And
that, like-
you were like,
It'd
nobody.
probably be cooler though.
Nobody's here yet. And I was like, that's not. I mean, I don't know. It sounded like you were at home.
But you know what?
The,
better,
the
you
tone
better,
in
you
your
better
text?
keep that
We're
welding
glad you're
mask
here.
What does that
on.
say?
I'm glad I
What does
made
it say? I just saw Boog Dow.
Was it Bug or Boop?
Why is this guy wearing a fucking redneck costume? It's like, hey, just in case
Dude, is that a
anybody's
handle
wondering,
that goes
what are you doing in the graveyard with a blowtorch?
it
I
gives you-
figure I just
Yeah.
like, you know,
It's because it
That
gives you plus,
blowtorch that
racist.
shoots about 1 foot of flame, it's not practical at all.
it gives you plus 10 to lethality.
In-
That's what it does.
those
One
acetylene
guy
torches
went in
are
there
heavy,
with
dude.
a backhoe and
Bro.
dug all of those graves like in like an hour or some shit.
He probably went in there with a side hoe too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But those are actually only like a couple inches. Those are like 6 inches deep or some shit like
Shadows, man. You gotta.
That's
cast
what
that.
she
Yeah,
said.
they put black matting on the bottom of them, and then
Oh yeah.
the way they
Yeah.
way they
you can
do
see the edge to it right there.
Yeah,
sure,
the
for sure.
way they do the lighting, it makes them look like they're 6
They're
feet deep.
very deep, yeah.
Pretty
But
cool.
not really.
That's how you do it
Sounds
on a
pretty
budget.
fucking cheap, actually.
How dare you
Yeah,
dispel the illusion?
That's how they did it on a budget. This movie was $3 million.
Damn.
What?
For
Yeah.
box office,
That's it.
But they said
$7.3 million in the box, man. That's
No,
triple. On
that's fucking
double.
badass.
That's double.
Universal.
I
man.
actually happened to look at Paul Thomas Anderson's Wikipedia page, and he had like negative returns on box office numbers
Are you
versus his
serious?
budgets.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Now, I'll
people,
tell you
people just
this.
they believe in his craft, I guess. So much.
No, they don't believe in his
Yeah,
craft.
they're not showing up.
Oh, good thing they had that chainsaw, huh?
Inflated
Yeah.
budgets on films,
Interesting.
isn't it though?
That's the deadbolt.
Is it?
There's a fucking deadbolt, and it wasn't even bolted.
Yeah.
It's not even.
They didn't even try the knob. They're just like, get the chainsaw
they're
and keep your
totally-
blowtorch
I mean,
ready.
obviously they're in fuck
They
these
want
guys.
to. They
but,
want to
you
use
know.
that chainsaw.
Yeah,
we
They
just
didn't pick
had-
it
I
up
mean,
from nothing.
granted, I do the same. That's why I've had to buy my mom so many doors.
We had a crafting.
Like,
we had a crafting montage in
She's
the
like, "You have
first
a
act.
key,
Like
you
these
dick."
guys aren't fucking around.
They're not fucking
Yeah.
around. They're ready to do some damage.
Jesus Christ, what's the cross?
Oh,
Like,
literally, right?
yeah,
Cross cut. This guy looks really badass, by the way, in this little.
They're really trying hard to make him look badass.
Yeah.
I think the flamethrower is so impractical. When you're fighting off fucking demons from a different dimension, I think I would get something with stopping power.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Shotgun.
Hey, if
Richie.
you
put
were to
some distance.
blast me with an acetylene torch, I would stop.
Yeah, but you're not
probably.
a little demon from a
You don't
different
have yellow
dimension,
blood.
though. You know.
Not
Yeah.
today.
Not today.
Not today.
Bam.
Oh.
This whole thing that they're in is actually a big set that they did build, and then they just redressed it several times for different parts of the movie.
That makes
Well,
sense.
it's $3 million.
They got a
budget, so-
shitter
Yeah.
You know,
right
you
there.
can't
There's no
see
seat.
shit through a welding helmet, right?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
You can't see anything through a
Yeah.
welding helmet.
We got dead boobs.
This
yes?
introduction
Yeah.
to this chick. Then this is
What
another. This character is the actress was like, I don't even fucking know what my character is supposed to be
It's like,
Like-
we're gonna draw some stitches down your
because
torso.
it's like, was she a real person that the tall man? Spoiler
There's
alert.
some like full frontal going on.
He
right now.
gets into her or whatever. Not like that, you guys.
Ew.
gross.
She's dead, man.
I mean, she's dead. Nobody.
But
really cares
it's
at
like,
this
does he
point.
reanimate her body and he's actually inside of her, or is she real at
Whoa,
all?
whoa.
There's all these theories about who this chick
Hey, dude,
fucking
we're trying to
is.
learn a lesson from American Werewolf. Okay. Like, I'm trying to be PG.
I like how
13.
he's like really scoping out the jars
Yeah,
and everything. When
he's-
there's clearly somebody that can probably wake up and strangle him with
Yeah.
undead rage.
Oh, she's.
I don't-
fucking- What the fuck was
Did you
that?
see her stomach
Did she just
move?
breathe?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Well, I mean, yeah, she's actually alive. as
Yeah,
an
they
actress,
probably
so-
didn't use a dead girl
You
for
know.
the play. There.
Fucking
Aaron-
buzzkill Barnhill over
she
here.
did,
Jesus.
She definitely.
This guy really looks like a dipshit. Though. Oh,
Oh, shit.
Oh my
That was
god!
quick.
A table.
You gotta give that actress props for laying on that cold piece of metal.
No, why would
butt
they leave
naked.
these open corners on that table and if there's probably going to be blood and fluids on
So
it?
it can
That's probably
drain
why.
off?
Yeah, it's probably
That's
why.
exactly
onto the
why.
floor?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a drain on
It's
the floor.
concrete with a drain. Yeah.
I really wish that after
You just
like
hose that shit
5
down, dog.
seconds they would have panned over to the other table where the naked dead girl was laying there. Like he's just freaked out about
just
like,
from a
Oh, that's
table.
not the same table.
oh god, yeah. Like
Tables are what freaks him out. That's what scares the
I
shit out
hate
of him.
flat planes.
it's obviously in his field of vision. He's just like They
Not
made
another
it out of
table.
Steel.
And every time he turns it around, the table's like a little closer to him.
It was like Doctor Who.
They made it out of
Actually-
steel, and granite is so pretty, and
Dude,
butcher
honestly,
block
hey,
is just
okay. We're
classic.
talking about horror, right? But like that's always stood out to me as one of the most like easy, cheapest scares. The BBC and the British people know how to figure that out. That they can make a fucking statue terrifying.
Yeah,
in
Sure.
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Like every time you close your eyes, it gets closer.
Yeah,
like
the
yeah.
weeping
The
angels.
weeping angels.
Well, I mean, you can.
And it's so it's they're fucking styrofoam. Like they didn't spend any
Yeah.
money doing that, but all they had to do is just
Move it.
black frame, move it closer.
Yeah.
Like
It worked though.
Fuck. Who is this?
Were you that naked girl on the table
Yeah.
in there?
Where-
I'll
hey,
shoot
where'd the
you in
naked
head
girl
if
go?
you don't answer my question.
we got some
Where'd the naked girl go? I got a
Yeah.
fucking gun pointed to your head.
Oh,
Wait, no, you're
alive.
blonde.
He's like,
Different
ooh la
color.
la.
It's like, oh, you're not a dead girl. You're alive.
So
Oh, she's older now.
I bet you're warm.
Is that the same actress?
you're
Nah,
probably.
that girl doesn't look like Margot Robbie and Liv Tyler's child.
She looks
It
like.
was Boogie Down. I
Devious
want that
eyes.
hat.
I'm seeing shoot.
She kind of looks like Patricia Arquette in the '80s.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Something's undulating.
Oh my God.
Her
What the hell?
It's Quado.
Yeah.
Quaid.
This thing's talking.
To the reactor.
Wait.
Come east if you did. Get the
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna burn the shit out of it.
I mean, would
See,
you kill her or would you try to
God
like fix
damn.
it?
No, I'd put that bitch out of her misery.
I'd be like, she didn't seem that distraught by it. She just looked at him. She wasn't like, she didn't seem to be.
You
in that
notice
much
that
pain.
they only film the shots where they're using the flamethrower from one of two angles, either directly in front or directly behind,
Well, dude,
over the
the
shoulder.
burning thing was just like a blanket on fire.
Well, they had to do it from those angles because if they did it like straight on, the audience would realize that it's only blowing out like a foot
very
of flame.
short,
Yeah. So they do it from
In
force.
front,
And you can't really tell how far it's
Yeah,
going.
it's just a roofing torch.
Yeah,
That's all
because
it
if
is,
they would have filmed it,
What?
like
They just-
That hearse is almost as cool as a Batmobile.
the hearse is cool as shit, dude.
You remember that guy that was at Thirsties that
Jesus
he had a
Christ.
thirst?
Yeah.
He had a
Every
big
per-
collar.
every
He had a
person-
white
But then
hearse.
he would walk up to you and say,
You
"Hey,
like my car?
ride?"
You
And,
like
like
my
that
car?
ruined every
Every
kind
time.
of,
Yeah,
every
we're like-
appreciation I had for that hearse.
Yeah.
I did
It
not
did-
want
it
to
did
get.
ruin
every
because it was
person that
a
walked in
thirst.
that bar, he wanted to make sure that they knew that was his hearse parked out back.
Hey, you like my car? Well, you know what I did?
That's me
Yeah.
out there. Like, all right, dude, that's not creepy at all. Like, can I blow you? What
I
do you-
tell people about my
What's the
Mustang
end game
all
here,
the
man?
time.
Are you trying to
I'm
fuck
like,
me in a
yeah.
hearse, bro? What's
yeah.
up?
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
hey,
hey, that Mustang out there with like 600 P. Terry's bags on the floorboard and the passenger side, like that's
That's
mine.
mine,
That's my
bro.
ride,
Yeah.
girl. That's
you
my ride.
ever fucked in a coffin before?
Oh
Hey,
my
These
you know
guys
what
are
worked for all the
dead
girls.
serious.
I can tell you right now, there's girls that's into that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you
I
that.
think those guys
girls
are-
are
Oh, well,
Thirsties,
yeah, of
too,
course.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a Duran Duran video. I think those guys are in the band.
They just stepped out of Twin Peaks.
I've been picking up some Twin Peaks vibes,
Yeah.
especially Tall Man. That just sounds
Yeah.
very David Lynchy.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna go back to it. All I'm saying is there's a whole generation of girls who were raised on charm. All right, so
And the craft before them.
And the craft.
Oh, the craft is the
so
big
I
one.
know they wants to
Oh,
fuck
God,
in a
every
coffin.
girl I knew
I know they wants to fuck in a
For
coffin.
like-
was a
6
witch.
months after.
Was a fucking witch.
Well, it's
after
the same
that.
thing I think
I'm gonna
every-
go to the head shop and get some tarot cards and fucking like.
No, it's
I saw
like-
the craft last night.
It's like whenever a Ryan Gosling
Wiccan
film comes
now.
out and Aaron gets laid, it's the same kind of prospect. You know, it's like it has an effect.
Now this guy, this father.
Oh yeah,
Callahan,
Why is that light shining on that
whatever.
one chick?
Shout out
Is she
to Ryan
important?
Gosling.
Callahan.
Is she important?
Those guys are seriously in Duran Duran. I'm not even fucking around.
They've at least sticked around on a
Like
synthesizer
they're gonna
before.
turn around right now. They just showed everybody the dead guy, and they're like, "And I won't cry
All right.
for yesterday."
We're gonna go hang up our gloves and have
I
a
do too.
have
That's
a
one of my
vitamin.
favorite songs of all time.
I love Duran
You're
Duran.
gonna have a vitamin. See what I did there?
vitamin.
Yeah.
Only if it
'cause that
doesn't
one song
contain
they sang.
aluminium.
Yeah, my water tastes like aluminium right now.
Drat.
Now,
Is there another Miller Lite in that refrigerator?
I believe there's.
I think Chris could
there's
probably grab you
one
one.
left. Yes.
May I drink it?
now I'm waiting for them to show this priest's face again. This Father Callahan character or whatever. I know that's obviously.
Stop calling him Father Callahan.
Yeah, I knew. I was waiting for you
You're
to get
shitting all over
bugged.
Father
as
Callahan.
soon as you said it the first time, I was like, aha. Reference.
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 Okay, if y'all can tell us. Okay, if you're listening right now,
I'm gonna start announcing references.
Hold on, we're
like
gonna we'll do a giveaway. No cheating, but if you can tell us what that character name that I said is a reference to, we'll throw you some swag.
Shit, I don't
And that's
even know
no
that.
cheating. And coming
do
from
a
a man who's
Callahan?
never cheated on any competition in his life.
Unlike you.
No, I'm talking about myself.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
If you ain't cheating, you
know
you ain't cheating, you ain't beating, son.
Zach and I are still
if you ain't
not
cheating,
friends.
you're not
temporarily.
American.
You gotta cheat to beat.
That's it.
Hashtag bumper sticker right there.
Hashtag bumper sticker. Holy shit, man.
I think it should just be the hashtag and then the bumper sticker.
I think beating's cheating would be a better one.
I just want a bumper sticker that
Hashtag
is a
punny-
hashtag.
That's
Like,
it.
quote. The pound sign
You know
from the
something?
telephone. I want that on a sticker. I want to put that on my car.
I think this movie invented like emo.
Oh, come on.
Jesus.
I do.
It's kind of
this
like,
fucking this feather-haired blonde chick
What
in
the
all black
fuck?
is walking through a mausoleum. Like it's
That's
kind of
way more goth than emo, my friend.
no, it's not goth.
Well, no, in the first
It's
one,
not
Get your
definitely-
goth.
subculture.
Way more goth.
It's kind of like
It's not goth because it's
surrealistic.
not dreary.
It reminds
it's not
it's
dreary
like
at all.
MC Escher kind of thing.
No, because this whole
Alternate
thing is like an
universes.
allegory or
Yeah.
a metaphor for death. Tall Man is basically the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, basically, yeah. An interdimensional.
I think it's
Grim
pronounced Mick Escher, dude.
I don't like either one of their faces at all, man.
Dude, this guy
it's just
actually-
been
I like
pissing me
Reggie.
off ever
Reggie's
since this
badass.
movie started.
Reggie's
That
cool
guy's
as fuck.
badass.
Reggie's
but
cool.
The kid he's a Hayden Christensen again. So
It's interesting how you say Reggie's cool, and this guy's
cool.
his character's name is Reggie. The last time Jake was with us, there was a
Uh,
character
little
named Reggie the
yeah.
Reckless.
Little Reggie the Reckless.
Yeah.
How it's all
Oh,
is it?
are you telling me to say it is all connected?
yes, it's all connected.
What the fuck is the hood, the top of that trunk made out of, man?
Yeah, they didn't even
it's
close
not
it.
even shut. There may be a
corrugated
killer
cardboard.
fucking engine in that car, and it may be gorgeous.
Man, they got a Hemi in that sucker.
Look how pretty.
Yeah,
like, do they
but
wax
the
this
lid
thing?
of that
They're driving
trunk
across
looks like
country
shit.
in the desert. It should be covered in dust.
Do you think-
I mean, do you think they sacrifice time to stop and wax it? Like,
Fuck yeah, they do.
I think
It's a
they-
Hemi
Obviously
Cuda.
so.
You
No,
don't
do
even
you?
see
Let me
those
ask you a
anymore.
question.
They
Do you
waxed and waned it. Hey-o, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
shut it down.
Do you think this movie was the? Do you think this was the inspiration for Supernatural? You think that's why they had a black muscle car in Supernatural? Probably.
I don't know. Never.
Yeah, I can't think of
do
any
you
other
not
reason why
Supernatural is
anybody
a
Come on,
would
you know
show
what
that has like
Supernatural is.
100
Muscle
fucking
car.
seasons, and
You already know what
everybody in the
Supernatural
world's in
is,
love with
alright?
it, except for me.
I've never watched that show, but
It
that
doesn't
guy
matter if
was
you haven't
in,
watched it. You all know what it is. So stop
All
fucking
right,
posing.
all right, all
But
right.
that
Stop
guy
posing.
was in the Friday the 13th remake.
He
and
was, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
one of the everything that ruined that fucking
This guy?
movie.
Yeah. No,
The
no,
guy
no,
from
no.
Supernatural.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the.
Yeah, you're
remake.
right. Yeah, he was awful.
What
There's
ruined
a-
the movie
there
was their
is-
explanation. For
There
his,
is a lot I like.
The intro
about
to that movie
I'm
is
not gonna lie.
fucking hardcore, though.
It's
like,
pretty
yeah, it is.
badass.
It's
not-
There's
yeah.
the girl on fire and all that shit.
There's a lot that I like about that movie,
a lot of
but
violence
the guy
against women
from
in that movie. I think we
Supernatural
should
is
boycott it.
probably the worst
Which
part.
dude was it? The short-haired guy or the long one?
Hold on.
The pretty one.
This actor playing this priest, that guy right there. I was watching this documentary about this movie, and it was filmed years later, so he was like a lot older. And like as soon as this guy came on the screen, I was like, I fucking know that guy. Like how do I recognize this guy? And y'all might not remember him. It's kind of a good moment in the first Avengers film when Loki first shows up. He tells all the people to kneel.
Yeah.
The one guy that stands
I
up.
was like, I won't do it.
Yeah, the one
I got
old
bad knees.
The one old man stands up and says, we'll never kneel to men like you." And he goes, "There are no men like me." And he goes, "There's always men like you." And then, like right before he's about to kill, he goes, "Look to your elder people." And like right before he's about to kill him, Captain America shoots down with his shield. It's that fucking dude. And I was really proud of myself that I called
Pretty
that
badass.
because he had like 2 lines in that movie, and that was it. And
You know what? I'm really proud of you too, Tim.
I am, man.
I
you
really
know,
am.
That's why we do this. Is those little things that I know that
Just to make Tim
nobody,
proud.
all
It's
these
through,
little,
it's through the chronic depression.
these
and the,
little useless
and the,
nuggets.
And the heavy drinking,
Yeah.
he still manages to maintain.
I trap these little
you got
bits of
going on?
useless
The-
knowledge.
Some kind of
7 checker
semblance.
burgers at
Hey,
3:45
fucking
a.m.
whatever, you guys. That's why people listen.
I'm really proud of myself for being handsome.
Hey, you worked very hard on being born handsome.
I did. I did.
I am really proud of myself for being so humble.
Me too.
Do y'all know who
Yeah, I see what you
that
did.
you guys
It's,
actually are?
I'm going to be thinking on that for weeks. That coffin is filthy. What the fuck?
But
How-
there's not a
how
speck
dare
of dirt on the ground.
This is the one I want to put my relative in. Oh my god, that guy is tall as shit.
Look how tall I am.
I just hate that the only thing that's creepy about him is that he's tall.
He
No,
does
it's-
that,
that's
he
not
does
the
that
only
thing with his
that's creepy about
eyebrow.
him. His haircut's creepy as fuck,
Yeah,
dog.
that's a scary.
Come on.
He's got lipstick on.
Oh, that's so gross.
Oh, what the hell?
What the fuck is that?
Don't lick the gravy
blood.
off the thermometer.
For the
you
listeners, he
fucking
just licked
prick.
some gravy
Well, it was,
off
it was
a
like
thermometer.
It was an acupuncture needle that was straight through his fucking phalange, and some of his little yellow blood was coming out. It was a
Man,
little snacky
fucking
snack.
phalange gravy. God damn.
That house looks very
It's
familiar.
like that big
Yeah.
needle that Lopan uses to pierce their wrists in Big Trouble in Little China. And then,
Indeed.
Indeed.
You are really pissing me off.
This really pisses me off to no end.
Yeah, well, beggars can't be choosers. But I can!
Yeah.
Because I just want to say again that I love Jake's here.
Can we just put on Big Trouble in Little China?
Yeah,
We're all
midway
thinking
through
it.
episode.
Yeah, we're all thinking it. Can
Hey,
we
let's just turn this shit off.
Mid-episode, we're just going to watch
just
Big
gonna-
Trouble in Little China and quote the whole
No,
movie.
okay, wait, here we go.
I think
Priest
that would
is
not
drinking.
be a terrible idea.
Damn,
I actually wouldn't.
We've been saving Big Trouble in Little China for, like, that very special, like, we'll know when the time is
Should
right.
we try to do it? Let's just try to do it now.
No.
I do want to say one of my favorite movie mechanics is like a panicked person grabbing a shot glass with both hands.
Yeah, like a
Like-
squirrel.
Like, I just can't deal with it. I need to drink, and
Just
one
shake it.
hand simply won't do.
his shakes are so bad, he's got to like use both.
Well, that's like those videos of Donald Trump where he was, like, holding his water bottle with both hands.
Dude, that's why you
like
know he's a
those.
psycho.
It's really creepy.
That's why you know he's a psycho. He's like,
Who uses two hands to hold a bottle of water? Fucking weirdo.
Man,
Squirrels
you know
and
what?
psychos.
No,
People with small
look,
hands.
hey, I don't want to get political.
people with squirrel brains.
Hashtag Trump's got small hands.
But I think that was Trump saying. He's like, if I grab the bottle with two hands, I've pooped. If I grab it with one hand, I've peed.
Well, he is
He
72
needs
or
a
something
secret
like that,
cervix
so,
to
you
know.
Yeah.
Secret cervix.
Cervix.
How many cervixes do you see out in public, dude?
God damn, dude, this.
He's killing it.
Oh, man.
Is this a priest? Like what?
Damn this wind.
Why is he trying to look like a badass? I saw you double fisting a single shot glass, you moron.
Oh!
Great Hitchcock zoom right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the shot from Jaws,
So wait,
the zoom in on Roy Schneider as he's on the beach, the zoom in, pull out.
Yeah.
I'm not know what the fuck is going on.
no, I'm
here.
confused.
That's
I've
actually how
I've been so
most of my
lost.
days have gone. Zoom in and pull out. You know?
So was that guy a priest or was he like
He's
the pathologist who?
He's the
who-
priest. Yeah, he's the father.
He's either a priest or a drunk. Either way, he's definitely Irish.
He's seen some shit. I can't remember what the fuck's going on with him.
But I'm just saying, like, was he the
No,
pathologist?
no,
sewing-
no,
Was he
okay,
the
no.
pathologist sewing his mouth up and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Was he that guy?
I think. No,
Okay.
no, he's just a priest. He didn't work in the mortuary.
Oh, okay.
the guy.
But his whole congregation has either like been killed or like fled
That's why he has
because of
alcoholism.
Yeah,
now.
shit. Yeah, he's seen some shit. Yeah, and he's lost his congregation, and he's a man of God, but he's witnessed the tall man. So he's like, fuck that. Just throws everything I believe into
Right, into question,
into question.
Oh man, taking all of that literally is fucking fantastic. Oh yeah, no, he's a drunk because he's seen some shit. And I pictured a guy like looking into a toilet
Well,
and
it's
being
like, yeah, he's
hey, I'm gonna
snapped. Like,
start
yeah,
drinking now.
Who wouldn't? You know.
Somebody didn't flush and now I have a problem.
And then this is like, see, that's one thing. It's one
Thank you
fuck-
for being
who is
a
this
friend.
woman?
Exactly. That's
Who
one
the
thing about
fuck
this
is this
movie.
woman?
It's like now we're being introduced to like another completely new random
it
character.
feels like The Walking Dead, actually. kinda.
Yeah. It's like who is this to
It's
who?
like an anthology.
No, this is like. God dang.
Oh, I guess that's her husband.
That
That's
guy
probably her
has
husband,
so
yeah.
bad herpes, it's on his eyes.
You can get herpes in your eye, actually.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he did.
He's all
There's actually a special strain of hepatitis that's only in your eye too.
Oh my god.
It's eye hepatitis. You know what? I hate you guys because ever since you said that, this guy gets uglier and uglier.
Yeah,
man. He looks like a fucking goon.
Well, y'all need to stop hating on him because y'all know that he fucking committed suicide like at the premiere of this movie.
Who?
Like,
Shut up, Tim.
Who?
Like I
that
give a
that
shit.
dude right there.
He's still
I don't
lying
believe
down
a
on
word
what
you're
you're
saying.
saying.
I don't believe a word he's
No, I
saying.
mean, I really hope you're right because he's.
No,
Scrim's done,
he's in the fortress
yeah.
of solitude, waiting to be called to action. Like you said, he hasn't done anything since this movie.
Scrim's
He's
done like
just
4 of
laying
these too.
very still.
There's 4.
Oh,
There's
so
4 of these?
apparently-
There's 5.
This is the only movie.
Oh,
This
Alanis
is the
Morissette
only
is
movie that
chilling.
hasn't been recast.
Oh, and she was dead.
Because they recast the kid in
yeah.
this one, but then all the other ones is the same actor.
Really?
I think, yeah, that's what it says. It's the only
Yeah,
one.
the guy that played Reg and the tall man they were in every single one of them.
There's only one Reggie, and he was reckless.
Yep.
Boys,
And he
reckless
fucked a
as
white
hell.
woman.
Hell yeah.
He was sure ready to.
He
Pam?
fucked that.
I mean, it's up
fucked
for
that-
interpretation.
He
Well,
fucked
first
that white
of all,
woman at
first
the
of all,
end of
he's
that movie.
14. He didn't fuck a girl. She fucked him. So that's how that works.
They're like,
So,
seriously.
Hashtag me too, okay?
If I was a 14-year-old hanging
Careful,
out with
Aaron,
a pretty
careful.
older lady,
Treading down a very rocky
No,
road
we'll be
there.
fine. It'll be released in October. It'll be okay.
I'll be fine.
This will all be a thing of the past. And,
I'll be fine. I get sexually assaulted all the time.
This-
I was being serious.
So
when I
this
said
fad, it will
I
be
said
over
me
in a
too.
month.
Fuck, we're going to hell.
I like how in the subtitles
Speak for
they
yourself.
spelled Reg R-E-D-G-E.
Ridge.
Regging.
Reg.
Yeah, because I pictured
Reg
it as
the edge.
Yeah, you wouldn't
R-E-G.
call it reg.
That's how I would have spelled it conversationally, but on paper. But they spell it edge with an R.
Who the fuck
which
is
a
this chick?
fucking dumb
Reg.
phrase.
That's the girl that they
The
just
Alanis
picked up.
Morissette girl?
That's the dead
That's the
girl.
dead
yeah,
girl on the
Alanis
autopsy table.
Morissette was the dead girl.
She's dead.
The one that
She's in him?
the one that turned into a table without a dead girl on it. That was super frightening.
This guy has an assortment of like just the same type of shirt, just different colors. We've seen a red and black. Now we got a. This is like an aquamarine.
Hey man,
He knows. Hey,
I've got
He
a
knows
black
what he
and blue
likes.
right here, dude. Flannels, plaid flannel shirts, man. They're comfortable.
Long time.
Well, basically what we're saying is give us free shit, Target. You have some flannel shirts? Send us some free shit, all right, Target?
Yeah.
Zach just said,
Do you have some
"We love you long
Massimos?
time."
Do you have some Massimo flannels for us, Target?
Man, I love some Massimo. I'll take some
Yeah,
Massimo.
Man.
send us some free shit, Target.
Send me some Massimo shit.
I used to buy Massimo underwear from Target, and they quit having it. You can only get space age underwear, and
What do you mean, like the briefs?
There's like
Somebody not wearing underwear. Who the fuck wears underwear?
quit being sexier than me, dude. Like I mean, come
people
on.
that don't want their to hang brain
Yeah, okay.
if something happens, and you know
brain.
there's like
Okay, all
a
right,
hole in
sure,
their shorts.
I got
Testicles caught in your zipper.
you. I got you. Well,
I have-
you know, I'm a coordinated adult,
What
so
the
I don't,
fuck is
I
the
don't do
purpose
that.
of pin hoods or hood pins?
What is that? What are you talking about?
They look like you've got more under the hood than.
Extra 5 horsepower. It's like
It's
a
like-
K&N sticker.
Oh, it's just
Yeah, yeah.
if you're going like super fast, it's just like
It's
that
like a
little bit
no
extra
fear
security.
T-shirt. You're a better fighter if you have one, and you're a better.
No
yeah,
fear.
American
No fear is like
Fighter.
90s, isn't it? Wasn't that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
90s?
You wear a no fear.
No
shirt.
fear was affliction before affliction was around.
That was like
Oh,
90s.
Yeah.
speaking of old school 90s shit,
That's
do you
like
know
if
Mike
you
Valet is playing NBC in a couple weeks?
Who?
Mike Valet, like the
skateboarder?
The skateboarder. He's playing.
Was he the guy that would always get into fights
Yeah,
and shit?
that was
Yeah.
the CKY.
The
He
bald
was the
guy.
that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, he's
What?
playing.
Let's
He's
go.
playing Nature's Brewing.
Let's go.
No
What?
shit.
This is gonna come out after, but
Let's
his
interview
band is
him.
playing. Yeah.
Well, what? Mike
interview.
V and the Rats?
No, Mike V in the Texas something.
What? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, look it up.
Jake
it's on
and
a
I-
Monday. It's on a Monday.
I wanna-
Oh, years ago, Jake and I lived together, and we had like a what? You had like a DVD of just like a compilation
Yeah,
of
Mike
him just
V's
being
greatest
a total.
fights. I still have that DVD.
Yeah,
You and Jake lived together? When was that?
2005.
couple of times.
that was
actually.
still
That was a
good.
4 or 5.
Actually, for a while, I was a vagrant,
fuck,
and
you
I
were a
just lived on
sophomore?
Chris's
Yeah.
couch. I got
That was-
putty love.
Yeah, that was before you moved. I moved in with you though.
Yeah, and then I had an apartment at the Colonnade Apartments.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Which was right by the Vortex. We could just walk there.
Cool.
Yeah,
It was a dark time.
yeah, because
bet.
it's a
Those were
dark
the
time.
dark
fucking bet it
times.
was.
when you can walk to
I
the
bet it was dark.
vortex.
Yeah.
The dark times before.
I would go. It was
The
funny
Empire.
because they
Before
would
the
do.
Empire.
They do. Tim, you'll remember this $2 Tuesdays. when
Probably not, though.
I'd go in and I would still buy a $2 Tall Boy Alone Star, and you'd be like, you can get Zingu or Turbo Dog.
Oh
or
yeah, the good
anything. And
God
I'm like,
Zingu, man, I loved that beer.
that was a
Wait,
great beer.
how did you describe Zima earlier, Jake?
Fermented Sprite.
Fermented Sprite.
I was trying
That
to
is what
get
it
Jake
is.
to
That's
say
what
it,
it is.
Chris.
Oh.
God damn
I
it.
said it.
Why are you
Thunder.
always such a? Ugh.
Fermented Sprite.
Hey man, you stole my thunder this week, okay?
Oh, you still holding on to
You know
that
what?
then.
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
sorry, my
Let's-
picture is
let's get back
sexier.
let's get back to the goddamn movie, okay?
Yeah.
They're in
See,
a
there-
graveyard
there
for no reason.
Sorry about
and
this,
the whole,
Jeff.
And the whole.
Why are those tombstones so thick?
I don't know. And the
Like,
whole
why are they,
town was like
10
abandoned.
feet thick.
The whole town looked like the day after Black Friday. It was fucking abandoned.
Poor Jeff
as
is like,
shit.
man, I love this fucking movie. He's been asking us forever, and we've just been
Alex
shitting
Murphy.
all over it.
Oh my God, that's RoboCop's gravestone.
It is
Oh,
RoboCop's
shit.
graveyard.
Alex Murphy.
That's why he loves
It's
this
all
movie
connected.
so much.
Cyborg.
We should do RoboCop.
We're talking about this movie.
Dead or alive, you're coming
How do
with
they
me.
fucking they paint
It's
these
so
things out so
straight.
square?
Yeah, it's
I
so
know.
straight.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
it's not logical.
Because they're
You have to go out of your
It's
way
not.
to do
It's
that.
not
yeah.
practical or
You
whatever.
have to go out of your way to do that. Like,
Yeah.
Well, they're
just
not
do
from
this so
this planet,
perfectly.
Aaron. They have
you got to
lasers
get in
and
there
shit.
and like scrape it.
you know what? I,
like all the
Stop.
things that Tim knows,
why
but
did that
doesn't know how
sound
to
so
dig a
dirty
fucking
coming
hole.
from you? I
like-
don't know.
I've dug some holes in my day.
Why did somebody
dug out some
graffiti the
holes.
word closed over it? They usually hang another sign like "fuck off."
Maybe all they had left was just
Hey,
a
slide me that thing, bro. Slide me that thing.
spray paint or a marker.
They got one of the fucking punk rockers from Return of the Living Dead to put "closed" on the sign. It's like,
Look around, okay?
Stop throwing shit.
Yeah, please
Zach.
stop throwing stuff. You give me
Jesus.
anxiety.
you got.
It's fun.
We like to have a good time here.
This is my favorite shot glass.
A to Z.
Every now and then I look down and it's full. It's brilliant.
It's because I'm at work right now. I'm not watching the movie. The little bit that I am, I'm confused.
Remember what I was saying about
I'm
earlier?
refilling your drinks.
Remember what I was saying about earlier? I mean, I bought that big ass bottle of Jameson, and I just keep putting this shit in
Oh,
front
I
of
don't
y'all.
think we said that. We got a bigger bottle.
Just keep
this
putting
time.
whiskey in front of y'all.
Well, last time it was the five of us.
Keep,
we ran out, and
keep drinking my
Tim
whiskey.
had no choice but
and,
to drink a beer. The poor baby.
Yeah, he was really disgruntled about that.
I'm trying to get y'all blackout drunk.
I do want to say.
What was I disgruntled about?
I do want to say,
You missed
Tim.
it. Anyway.
This
Fair enough.
if
That-
we're
that checks
cheersing,
out.
if we're gonna cheers, I'm gonna
Well,
cheers.
cheers to Tim.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Why? You
'cause
guys
he
won't
buys the
stop
bottle.
interrupting me. Cheers to you, Tim.
Oh.
Because you buy the bottle every time. You
I mean,
are.
He
You
really
are.
believes in us.
Cheers
He
and
believes that
thank
we
you.
can't do this.
I mean, y'all are welcome to chip in. This isn't like an exclusive thing.
Fade out. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Let's get back to the goddamn.
See, now is this like
Phantasm 2.
He's
this
got
is
the
like
chance,
a
the
cut again
chainsaw
with
at
the
beginning.
chainsaw? Yeah.
That
Well, that
door
one-
looks
that
like
one
a
looked
speaker
They
very
case.
knew
much-
they needed a chainsaw. Like that's what these transdimensional beings do.
That
They
door
board
actually
shit
did
up.
look boarded. That door looked like it legitimately.
I got a
did
feeling
need
we're
get
probably going to be
chainsawed.
trying to get through a lot of boarded up doors, so we better get that chainsaw.
Fuck. You know that tall man.
Good
likes
call,
to be,
Reg.
You know that tall man likes to be boarding up some doors, bro.
I feel like a deleted scene is that every little midget has a hammer on it and some nails.
Hey,
That's not the proper nomenclature anymore. It's
little person.
But he's not
These
a
are-
person.
These are from a different dimension.
He's not
but
even
that's
a
not
person.
offensive
Word
term.
now.
Thank you, Jake.
It's a little
It's not
munchkin
offensive in
thing.
that term. That's
Send,
what they call. That's what they call them in that term. That's their Zimzer.
Yeah,
in that,
send us some little people.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Send us little people, other dimension.
Are you trying to say that you're trying to get little people as a sponsor?
We're trying to get some free little people in here.
Jesus Christ.
Now you know
How
those.
just kinda running
Respectful
around?
For,
This is
were we
terrible.
for Willow, and then this
Yeah,
episode's
no,
where we-
Exactly. No, that's why we're allowed to say that because
where we-
You know
Hey.
you know these actors
threw
have
mad
been
respect.
represented.
If anybody knows the details of the death of the actor that played Migosh, he had a very tragic death a long
shit.
time ago.
I
I
didn't know
don't
that.
know what happened, but I have been
Who's
curious.
Migosh? What? I don't
he was in
understand.
Willow. He was
Fuck directly off.
Yeah.
No, he was like Willow's buddy, and
Yeah, he was his best buddy.
Yeah, he was like
Migosh.
So, okay, I got a trivia question that relates to the movie, Tim or Aaron. Sorry, I'm only asking this because I don't know why they put it in the Wikipedia article. But how many screens do you think this movie played on July 8th, 1988?
Screens.
Let's get a number.
We're going to do a poll here.
What's your number?
You want me to start?
How many
3,712.
screens?
How many screens did this debut on?
Yeah,
You said it made 7.3 million.
yeah. How many screens opening night?
I'm going to go ahead and say 40.
Okay, Tim.
I'm gonna say 41. No,
3,712.
this isn't the Price is Right. I'm gonna say
It
about
is.
1,500 screens.
15. Okay,
3,712. That's
Okay.
my guess.
Three.
3. 1,227 screens. Tim is
Wow.
obviously the
Well
pop culture
done.
champion.
Well done,
He
Tim.
understands
Well done.
film and theaters.
That's
thought
why I
was
asked you how
lowballing
much
it.
money it
Like,
made.
really, that's a good turnout.
I mean, dude,
for-
Tim,
pretty
Tim,
good.
Tim
For-
spends more
yeah.
time with people in the industry than we do because he pays them money to hang out with them
To talk to-
30 seconds.
And I won't
It's the exact
cry for
opposite of what I do with y'all.
yesterday. That's an ordinary world.
So this dead body's definitely got Rick and Mortis, and he's trying his best.
Rick
to
and
act
He's got
Mortis.
Rick and Mortis.
Got Rick and Mortis.
He looks like a douchebag.
He's
yeah.
definitely like acting
Yeah,
his
he does.
best to like keep his arms straight.
He looks like a Christian Bale from
Yeah,
American
from American Psycho.
He
That's what I was
look
picking
at that.
up.
Look at
Oh,
that
yeah, he
nostrils.
looks
Those are
like-
the biggest nostrils
He
I've
looks
ever
like
seen.
Paul!
Duran from Duran and Duran.
His nostril looks like my tattoo.
Wait a minute.
Look.
Wait a minute.
Look at it. Look at his
Girls
nostril.
on
Look at my
film.
tattoo.
Too many
No,
slaters.
look at it. Look.
Girls
I
on
don't need to look
film.
at it.
You don't see it?
I see it.
I'm trying to show you all my
What are
titty.
you-
You ain't even looking.
Dude,
trying
that
to
is
show your
some
titty.
Kool-Aid.
I think I get it now. So I think the tall man's blood is actually
Inject
bile.
button or suction button?
I like how the inject button is a yellow because
So
their blood is
that's
yellow.
what his blood is. Tall man's
Their blood
blood
is
is
yellow.
fucking
Piss?
formaldehyde or
Antifreeze.
something or whatever it is. It's like yellow formaldehyde shit.
Antifreeze. You got to run
That
hot
was-
when
that-
you're
they
that
Hey,
just
strong.
showed you.
whenever I die and they're pushing me in a fucking casket, I want it to be smoking just like that, you guys.
I don't care what the hell
Use
happens
dry
to me when I
ice,
die.
actually set me on fire. I don't care. Smoke
Or a
bombs,
shot out of a cannon
whatever.
or something like
I
that.
don't care.
I want a guy with a gas mask pushing my filthy fucking coffin around.
Is the coffin already filthy?
Well,
you just
Actually,
Yeah.
occasionally you have it in the backyard.
There it is. That's the thing to all the listeners, because I'm never gonna have children or anything, and I don't want my nephews and nieces to have to deal with it. So I'm putting this weight on the listeners. When my
let's hear
dead
it.
body
Easy
is
first.
found in whatever condition in which it is found,
Just burn it.
I want somebody to put together a coffin for me.
Just
But
in,
I
that,
wanted-
in that specific way that you were found.
Yeah,
Your
whatever.
coffin would be the bed that you died on.
Whatever
or something.
happens.
Look, I'll build it.
No. I don't want to be
What if it was
buried
like
in the...
autoerotic asphyxiation? Like, would they like?
That's
it'd be- I need
probably
to
what
be
it's going to
presented
be, and
in
I'm
a
not going to
coffin
be in a bed.
That's vertical.
What I'm saying is I want to have a real coffin. I just want dirt to be a part of it. I
just
want
wanna
the
be dirty. You wanna be
filthiest
filthy.
fucking coffin.
I'll do
Oh,
that
yeah,
for you, Jake. Look, I
Yeah.
promise. I'll do that
This
for
is
you.
no. This is official record.
This is
look,
official
this is a
record.
copyrighted
I want the
document.
filthiest coffin.
I'm a broke boy, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go behind Market Basket and I'm gonna steal pallets. that
Yeah,
are
and build
dirty
you a
as shit.
pallet.
That's
coffin.
great.
I'm gonna build
well,
you a
that's a
pallet.
beautiful coffin. It's just covered in filth.
I'm gonna
Chris
build you
already
a
called that he wants
a pallet
this smoke coming off of it. But if you want to put some dry ice in it,
Well, maybe
as
it could be.
long as
Maybe it could be a dual funeral.
we could get buried together.
It could be
dude.
a
Same
dual
coffin.
funeral.
Filthy.
But the thing is if one of us dies before each other, we just have to somebody needs to keep our bodies preserved
Yeah.
until the other one dies, and then we'll have an actual dual funeral.
Filthy, foggy coffin pushed by a guy in a gas mask, and the
So you wanna-
What song? What
the
song
love
is playing?
child of
So you want
Margot
this.
Robbie
This is
and
what you
Liv
want.
Tyler.
Yeah. So when you
is
die,
gonna-
this is what you want. I got you.
Yeah.
I'll make that
She
happen.
looks
I
like
promise.
she's the love child of Margot Robbie
promise.
and
Liv Tyler.
no,
in
and
Nightmare
the
3.
lead singer from Heart,
I don't know. She looks like.
or
Here's
one of the girls from Fleetwood Mac.
There's the German dude from Avengers. He's the only guy, even though he had that one line in
Is he
Avengers.
the old guy
Yeah.
that gets hit in the face? The Nazi guy?
No, man, I told this
No.
story.
I didn't listen.
Of course.
Hey, I'm considering that's one of the biggest money-making movies of all time. This guy has more success than anybody else in this movie.
He
Because he was
didn't-
in the
Because he could say I was in the fucking Avengers.
No, he's the same as everybody else. He
I
didn't do
talked shit
anything
to
after
Loki.
this movie, but he actually got lucky.
He probably got paid more for that 10 seconds of screen time in
Than he did
Avengers
this entire
than he
movie.
did in this whole
The
movie.
Avengers had a
Yeah.
lot of really famous bit people though, bit parts. They had a lot of. That.
I mean, there's
Why
probably a
does
reason.
I wouldn't
he
say there's a
ever really-
lot of
Yeah,
coffins.
yeah.
I
There's
mean, I bet
there's
the
a
director
reason
of that movie remembered this
Yeah.
guy and knew that he was still working.
Yeah, it was
Is he
Joss
looking-
Whedon, dude? What the fuck do you think?
I think he's checking out the Misfits box set right now. It's like this
I'm gonna
coffin-shaped
touch you. I'm gonna
box.
touch you. Right there.
that was Pretty Woman. That was the scene in Pretty Woman where he slaps the jewelry thing and she goes,
I
He's
never
like-
saw that movie. It was for silly people.
I never watched it, but you've all seen that
What is this
shot.
witchcraft magic? Let me put
Bam!
it across.
Family
Oh,
Guy.
there he
It's
is.
called the
There's that
crucifixion.
tall ass man.
Tall man
Hey!
has emerged.
Dude, he honestly
Fuck
doesn't creep
ugly
me out
short
at all.
guy.
Because,
There's a
as
tall
short
guy
person,
behind
everybody
you.
is the tall man.
Oh,
so,
look how they're juxtaposed.
Get used to it.
He's got the priest collar, the white and black, and then he's got the black tie.
receded
And
hairline.
it's-
I too have a receded hairline. Yes,
That's a running thing.
Well, hold on.
You are wearing
Hold on.
black.
Hold on.
It's cold as
This is a very cool scene. This is a very repeated line
Let's see it then.
All right, Tim.
that the guy says in a minute.
Oh my god, my
shit.
cross is freaking me out.
choked out by a rosary.
Well, like y'all mentioned earlier.
Oh, it's fucking Magneto is what's going on. Man, you done fucked up. You fucking
man,
Magneto,
he
bro.
really spent some money on that
gold
rosary,
isn't
though.
magnetically
Like, he
responsive.
really
Neither
got
is-
that. That's a
shit-
good ass
that
rosary.
shit would've
like,
snapped
You know
already.
what? Magneto manipulates every
This line.
non-ferrous metal in
This-
the world.
this
He
line
doesn't
right
need
here.
ferrous metals.
This right.
You think when you
come
die,
to us.
You think,
you think when you die, you go to heaven.
You come to us.
You come to us.
And I, frankly, am an asshole
Oh,
that
he
is
bought-
unpleasant to be around.
He bought a cheap rosary, so it broke and saved his life. Good thing his religious views were. No, that is a metaphor. That's the metaphor. His rosary broke because he was drinking his ass off.
His faith is broken.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying that drinking is a bad thing?
And now it makes sense why you
Well,
called
he's-
him Father Callahan,
Yeah,
because
Catholicism,
I've never
kinda.
seen this movie, but
Oh, shit, y'all.
but I get it.
Y'all.
Oh shit!
The balls are
That's
back.
where the tall man keeps
The
his
balls are back.
Enter the balls.
in the Misfits box set.
The balls are back. That's all I'm saying.
The balls are back in town. The balls are back in town.
Did literally all three of y'all just do that in unison?
We should take it on the road,
Oh my
guys. I
God,
think we
yeah, I
got
think
something
so.
here. I think we got
Y'all know
something.
my favorite road trip movie?
That's the intro
Phantasm
song to
2.
this.
You kidding
Hell
me?
yeah.
You kidding me?
This
Do you
is
know that
kind of
shit?
road
You
trip.
Come on.
dance a
So
lot?
after the credits, we're playing The Boys Are Back in
Say
Town.
what
Fading
school
out.
So we,
all right,
I'm gonna come
Kicking
up with
guys
everybody.
in the balls, you know she red hot.
I'm gonna come up with a mixtape for
Then she
Phantasm
make a
2.
Cleveland steamer.
Oh, where'd that come from?
Oh,
It is all
man.
connected.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go again. We're going down this path again.
Don't worry, I'm the other guy with a receded
What
hairline.
path is that?
The medium
Shitting on
height
chest,
guy.
huh?
Now
Brown
listen to me.
path.
That asshole broke my cross, so I'm
No,
gonna
that's-
kick him
that
in
was-
the balls. Wait a
Well,
minute.
when I was getting to something like when I
Oh, speaking of balls.
Oh, is this the blood gushing scene that we're gonna see from the first one?
Oh, no!
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, my
oh,
God.
shit.
That ball has predator vision.
They do
Everybody
anything.
has to take a headphone off their ear now.
The balls can do anything, bro.
Yeah, that's what we used to say in high school. Oh my God! What the entire fuck is happening to this poor
It
Irish
was better.
fuck up?
Watch this. It
watch
gets
this.
better. It gets
Oh
better.
yeah, it gets
What?
way better.
God
It gets
dang,
better.
man.
Oh, shit.
Oh! Oh, his blood fell out and now he died. Oh my God!
You're really downplaying how fucking crazy that just was.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was
Come
the first.
on, viewers, rent this one.
That was the first supernatural lobotomy we've witnessed here at A2Z Movie Night.
yeah, no.
It's true.
Like that was pure reaction.
Oh, he's really tall.
God, that's a
really
tall
strong.
man.
That's a-
That's a real tall dude.
That was the trick that Chris showed us at the bar, like last year.
Oh, look at that!
Picking
she
up
Mary
the
Poppins
point
into that
Yeah,
marble
the way she
wall.
bounced on that didn't look like a dummy. That was like a like a
I'm
stunt
just gonna
woman.
walk
Oh, I
away.
guarantee it was a stunt.
Some stunt
Or
woman
a
just
stunt
got
woman.
like,
shit! Here he comes.
Ah, Jawas!
Is that the
So
juxtaposition?
hurry,
is
hurry!
tall guy,
Give him something shiny. He'll leave you alone.
tall guy, and then the fucking zombie dwarfs. Like,
So could you? All right. So check it. Could you imagine this guy coming
What
into
the
like?
fuck?
Warwick, just
Oh, look at that!
Grandma.
Ah, his
could y'all
her
imagine this dude coming
grandma's
into
a
Warwick
tiny
Davis'
Jawa
office?
now.
And Warwick Davis is like, all right. So check it out. I got a role for you. I know you've been asking, and I got a role for you. He's like, well, give me the script. He's like, well, I don't have a script for you. It's like just trust me. It's a good role for you. The guy's like, well, what am I gonna do? He's like, well, you're gonna wear robes and everything. He's like, all right, cool. Am I gonna get to flex my acting nuts? He's like,
No, not
no,
at all.
you're gonna kind of be fucking ugly as fuck
you're
and just
Well,
be
see,
kind of
that's-
rapey.
that's-
But
kinda
it's
Margot
universal,
Robbie's
so that's
grandma.
good.
Hold on. That's why Warwick Davis is like the only little person actor that anybody can name.
No, he
Because-
owns his agency.
Well, yeah,
He owns
but
the
that's
big and tall
that, yeah,
agency.
that's a, no, what
That's what I'm talking about. I guarantee you.
Vern- not
Vern
even
Troyer,
true.
R.I.P.
I guarantee
all right.
you.
what I'm
Billy
saying.
Barty.
Boom.
What I'm getting at is that the reason there aren't more famous little people actors is because generally the roles that they get, they're in heavy makeup or masks, playing fucking trolls, or
Right.
or they're inside R2D2, or they're dressed up as an Ewok, or they're a fucking troll.
You're kind of
or,
forgetting like the number one
or
of the biggest
Trolls.
stars in the world
Peter
right now.
fucking Dinklage.
That's what, well, okay.
We're talking about back in the day, y'all.
Exactly. No, I'm agreeing with Tim.
That's all I'm saying.
no,
I'm agreeing with
no,
him for
it's,
sure.
You know what?
It's true.
You know what?
There's a bias.
But I feel like
sorry
with
for these little
Dinklage,
people actors because they're like, all right, man, we got a movie.
Yeah.
They asked for like 10 of us, motherfuckers. Like that's never
Yeah.
happened before. Cool. We show up at set. What do y'all want us to do? Put on all these fucking robes and masks so we do not see
Bro.
your face
well,
and do not
as a
talk.
little person, if you show up to set and you see 12 others, you're like, okay, this is
I'm
happening
gonna
again.
tell you. You know what was the
Yeah, here
ultimate?
we go again.
You know what was the ultimate fucking slap in the face to little people? The Willy Wonka
Lord of the
remake.
Rings?
The Willy Wonka remake when they used one guy
Oh, yeah.
and like CG'd it. I
was
remember when that
bullshit.
came out, and actually Warwick Davis, he like was like, "Fuck that movie." I remember he actually put out a statement. He's like, "I have this agency full of these people," and
Yeah.
we were like,
And you're using
whenever
computers.
they announced they was gonna make a remake, he was like celebrating. He was like, "Hell yeah!" I mean, a whole new thing. And then they got one dude. I remember he was pissed. That was in like what 2004 or some shit. I don't know, but it was
Something,
weird.
yeah,
that
somewhere
that
around
movie's
there.
the ultimate slap in the face for little people.
That's
Fuck you,
fucked up.
Johnny Depp.
So they still haven't
Fuck
really
Tim
explained
Burton.
much about the dark-haired girl, the weird hitchhiker girl that stared at him, the dead girl on the table.
Oh, the zombie.
She's like apparently the tall man. That's one theory.
What? She ain't a tall man.
That's one of the theories.
She ain't a tall man.
She ain't no tall
I kind
man.
of want to bang the tall man. This girl fucking weird looking. Wait, I got that backwards.
Wait.
No, you didn't.
Wait,
no,
what?
You, didn't. No,
Yeah.
you had it right the first time.
Did you get it backwards, Jake?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get her
Yes,
backwards.
I did.
You mean
What I
him?
meant
you
to
mean
say
him
was-
backwards,
I mean him.
Tim?
I
You mean
want to
him backwards?
bang the tall man. Fuck!
Sleep.
I'll never get it right.
Yeah, you said
No, I get it, man. It's cool, dude. You don't even have to,
He's just got those lips.
you don't even have to get on your knees. I understand. I know what you mean.
I got bad knees.
To bang him, I do. Wait, no, wait. I know.
You just-
I
to
need a
bang him, my
ladder.
dude?
You just
To-
slightly bend,
I
and you'll be
need a
fine.
ladder, not knees. Knees and ladders are different things. It's like Sister Josephina used to tell me in the first grade. Knees and ladders are different things. Quit being a fucking moron. Didn't she
It's
say that
like,
to everybody?
Well, that was a fun path
That's
to
like
go down.
Catholic school was awesome.
That was like my
Thanks, Dad.
that was like my my scoutmaster in the 4th grade. He said, "Hey, come here."
We're gonna play knees and ladders. Wait, what?
Y'all are getting dark, all right? All right, what's going on in this damn movie? Let's get back to the goddamn movie.
I've been so quiet. I can't. I'm a spectator
All
at
right,
this
so-
point.
Scoutmaster Scott said, "Hey,
So
come on
every-
in, come
so-
inside."
So everybody's asleep in
The
a
rest is a
stranger's
blur.
house
Why are we trying to bring it back? Like, why are we even trying?
because I'm scared of what Tim's gonna say.
Yeah, so there's a
no,
wall,
no,
there's
no.
candles.
Hey,
Tim,
Tim,
no,
Tim,
hold on. This
Tim,
scene right here.
Hashtag me too, Tim.
Yeah.
You know how we've been sleeping fully clothed
This-
for like 6 hours?
Okay, well,
We're probably gonna die, and I like banging.
I don't think they've even really brought it up yet. But she's kind of like telepath. That was the thing with the kid in the first movie.
Oh, she's like a.
He kind of had like a telepathic
It'd
link.
be cool if she's dead, so you can just like bust inside.
Well,
of her.
he kind of had.
All right, that's my cue. I'll be back in a second.
He
She's
had
not dead yet.
He had a telepathic link. So there's a whole scene that they cut out. Oh, boobs.
Whoa!
Boobs.
Oh my God!
Oh, damn.
boobs!
Damn.
So you're telling me there's a theory that that's a tall man, fucking Reggie, right now?
That's the theory. That's the actress. That's what the actress thinks. She thinks because she was that dead body. So
Yeah.
No, that was the weird thing about the first one is that like he would fuck them until they came,
yeah.
and then he would kill them, and then he would turn to the old
Oh,
guy.
please tell me she's gonna turn into the tall man right when he busts.
It's
Just
like,
so
it's
we
like
can-
Look,
it's like that scene in The Shining.
Look, he don't trust
the
it.
winch. Like
Look, he don't trust
he's
it at all.
he's,
You see his
he's
face?
about to look in the mirror and see that she's the tall man.
Why is she wearing panties, dude? I mean,
Well, they're not actually
alone.
having sex,
Like the
right?
tall man's obviously a freak though. Like there's
So
gotta be
she-
some kind of cosplay or like.
Well,
So she's just trying to hurt his balls.
Look at this. Look at this.
With her ass.
That is
just
so fucking absurd.
What the hell
She's
is
into
going
balls.
on?
Now tell me
dudes.
this: have you ever had a girl like act out too much and like it made you kind of turned off because you thought she was faking?
Nah.
No, not ever.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have neighbors, Aaron?
That's not relatable in one bit.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's like, seriously, woman, I
Yeah.
don't buy it.
Why would-
I'm
why
in
would-
the kitchen.
I did not. I was just I
Why
was
would
just
any-
riffing. I was
why would
just
any-
riffing.
why
I was
would
just
any
riffing.
woman
I was
ever-
just
hold
riffing.
on, hold
me.
on. We're getting lost
just
here.
riffing.
We're getting lost here, you guys. So that whole thing with her, the theory is that
She's a tall man.
He either has took like, oh hey, this chick's dead.
Yeah.
Because
No,
otherwise,
you saw his,
she's
you saw his
dead. It's
eyes.
cool.
Otherwise-
he was like,
But what's the shit with the grandma and?
But if she's dead, then non-consensual is
But
totally
that
okay.
that scene where the blonde and this guy were laying in bed, and I don't know if they come back to it. I think they could. There's a whole fucking.
I think this is an allegory for like repressive society.
No,
if you
there-
do not want to accept that you like men, you have to like create an alternate dimension and dwarf people, and then like make yourself into a metaphysical woman.
and you
and
can
then do it- and
stand
then
up
do
at a
it that way.
funeral
all right,
if
Tim,
you're
tell us what's going on.
Well,
Tell us what's
they
going on.
cut out the whole scene with the young guy and the blonde
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she has a telepathic link to the
Right,
tall man
right.
as well. There was this whole and they actually filmed the scenes. You can look them up. They're rough cuts or whatever.
Yeah.
But the director had this genius idea that he was going to do a telepathic sex scene.
Oh, okay.
To where she gets in his head and he goes, hey, she says something like, I love you or whatever. And he's like, your lips aren't moving. It's really fucking bad. And she's like, well, yeah, fucking in your head. And then they realize that they're
did
in each
make
other's
any
head.
sense, yeah.
So the whole telepathic love scene is they start making out on the bed and then the camera pans around them and it does a quick spin and the background changes and they're like in this forest, naked, making love. And then the camera pans back around again and they're on a beach and the waves are crashing against them and they're fucking...
Oh my God, Tim!
And then it...
This
and then
is
it
what
gets-
happens
but then it
when
gets-
I masturbate. Am I a psychic?
Then the last one
You
is
never done the multi-tab. You learn the shortcut to switch between. So you play them all at once, and you just jump.
And then it switches again, and there's
it switches.
Cinderbites.
No, it switches,
I only
it switches
masturbate
again,
while
and they're
I'm driving.
falling free fall in the air. Like apparently, like hey, let's get off on fear. Like their next fantasy was they went from forest to beach to free falling through the air, fucking in the air while they're free falling. And then like right before they're supposed to hit the ground, they both wake up and they look at each other and they're like, "That's the safest sex you could ever have, probably."
That was in this movie?
That's terrible.
They filmed it all. They filmed it all. You could find it. It's in that documentary I was talking about. He looks at her, or she looks at him, and she goes, "Well, that's just about the safest sex you could ever have." And it's like, wah, wah.
Tim, I just want to say I'm intrigued, but are there boobs in these?
I'm into it.
These shots that you
No,
can find
his
online?
arm is always cleverly like.
I am not looking that up.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
No way,
man. Has he shot that thing once in this movie?
I don't think so.
I don't think. He keeps using the chainsaw. He's not shot that thing one time in this movie.
Hey man, it's not about making holes. It's about opening doors. Okay.
It's about
It's a metaphor.
It's about knocking down walls.
Is that Gilbert Godfrey over there?
A little bit.
Gilbert Godfrey just come in the fucking studio?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's just lurking.
It's lurking.
I hear there is some sort of spectrum spook ghost of some kind that walks the halls.
I think so.
That actually has
the
a
ghost
very
of Brendan
similar
Fraser.
voice.
Is it Ghost of
to,
Gilbert
Gilbert
Gottfried? I'm not even dead! I'm just here and I'm starving!
So what I see again, like I don't know.
So what happened?
They just all jumped in the car. They're like, "Let's go."
No, what happened is like Tall Man threw
he's
blonde
fine.
shit.
You haven't even loaded
He
that
hasn't
thing.
even loaded the whole
I
thing.
should do it while we're driving.
Yeah, he just walked around that thing with like
Pointing it at shit.
Well, he probably there was a cut scene we didn't see where he learned that you can actually shoot him instead of beat something. To death with him,
Yeah.
you know.
What I need is a
Hey, these
4-barrel
things-
shotgun.
What
to
are
beat
these things? I thought these things were just good for beating.
Seriously, what's so fucking special about this blonde chick that Tall Man's got her like knocked out instead of dead?
She has the telepathic link to him.
She's like a shiner.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, she shines.
Yeah, you gotta shoot that motherfucker!
That's why he can like invade her.
Oh no, rocks!
See,
Rocks!
they rolled.
My only weakness!
They rolled.
They'd both be so fucking dead.
They rolled that
They
car
would be
for
so
real.
goddamn dead.
Oh damn.
They rolled
That's
that car
sad.
for real, and when they were looking for it, like Zach said earlier, it's the same car in the first movie.
That's half the budget, right there.
Well, he was like, I'm gonna roll this car for real, and it's like the Barracuda, and people were like,
I mean, what are
you
we at?
fucking
We're-
like it had become like a big like that car like
Yeah,
was
we're
like
in
a
the
collector's
this
item.
is the beginning of the third act.
So like all the stuntmen were like, really? You're gonna like fucking fuck this car up? There's not very many of them left, and like people would pay a lot of money to have this. And he was like, nah, fuck it, run it at that rock.
And you know,
make a flip
I
several
don't like to shine a negative light on my hero Kurt Russell, but he kind of destroyed a beautiful guitar.
That guitar and hatefully.
I think when
gorgeous.
He didn't know what he was doing.
He did
No,
not
no.
know. He had
I
no
think
idea.
Quentin
He had
Tarantino
no
did
clue.
that shit on purpose.
Yeah, he
What
did
were
it
they
on
gonna do,
purpose.
sue him?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Like-
not a but still.
the Martin,
They did that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
The
That's
Martin
shitty
Museum
to do
will-
to Kurt Russell.
The Martin Museum will never loan him a guitar ever.
No, they
love
won't
him.
let
No,
anybody
never,
guitars
never.
ever.
No,
now.
ever.
Oh yeah, he's cut
They
off.
said no. They said no more film guitars ever
No.
because it's stupid.
It's gonna
Why?
be. It's gonna be.
Why?
Why would you?
Replica.
You can make
Yeah.
a perfect replica of a film.
Make,
Like,
make a replica. Yeah.
for like $1,000.
Damn, that's a
bucks.
lot of fucking gas, man. They just filled up.
Well, you notice how he had to stand there and stare at it for several
Yeah.
moments before he was like, okay.
It was also really easy for him to kick that trunk
Before
up.
I get the human out of the car, I better get this rope and shit.
He
out
might
of
have
the
thought they
trunk.
were water because they were obviously traveling
No way,
across
partner.
country. They were stocking up on goods.
Are we watching that scene from Crash
Yep,
with
we
Matt
sure are.
Dillon right now? And
And
Tim-
Thandie Newton.
Dandy Newton, yeah.
You know
And that
that-
shit makes me cry every time. Every time.
It tried way too hard to
Hey,
make
we
me
were
cry,
about
though.
to get in a spoiler
Another
territory.
explosion.
I've never seen Crash. I probably don't want to
You
see
should
it.
check it out. It's good.
I don't like movies.
It holds up a mirror to society.
It's a movie that holds your fucking hand and like
Movies are shit.
it makes you cry.
This
and then
is
you
good.
Like go,
This
oh,
is bad.
All right, cool.
Dude, that guy's Adam's
make you
apple.
cry.
That guy's Adam's apple
That
goes
guy,
hard, bro.
That guy is in something else. We got to look that guy up.
Which one?
Matt Dillon,
weird-
he was in The Outsiders.
Well, no,
it was The
it's
Lost Boys without the vampires.
it's Christian Bale from American Psycho. We've
No,
already.
It's Duran from Duran Duran.
No, so
Oh, is it Duran or is it
figured-
No,
Duran?
look. I looked up.
Duran.
I looked
Is it
up.
Duran?
I looked up the cast on IMDb, and everybody who's like a bit part is casted as background player.
Jesus.
Background player. Background
my
player.
God.
Oh, no.
Background
From
player.
I
this
know who he
movie?
looks like.
Disrespectful.
I know who he looks like, and it's not the person I think it is. It can't be.
Go kick some ass.
I thought he looks like the weird guy in the Dark Knight that has in the Gordon's fake funeral. Harvey Dent pulls him in the back of the ambulance or whatever, and he's like
Yeah.
sitting there and he's like
Laughing hysterically or
name
whatever.
tag
He has a
says-
cell phone in his
says
wallet.
Why
R.
the fuck do
No.
they put in the coffin?
yeah.
The
R
coffin,
Dawes.
that's like a $30,000. That coffin is like a
that's that guy's
fucking Dodge Hellcat fucking.
Listen. That's why I understand your reluctance about getting an expensive coffin. That's why I'm going to make you one out of pallets, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you the most famous coffin on Pinterest. in
See,
the
you're
entire
talking
world
about
when you're done.
building a
Dude.
coffin. He just wants a coffin that's just filthy.
No, I'm going to build him one
By
out
the
of
way,
pallets.
like I just want to say right now that I visited my friend Cameron Baggett. You probably know her. I visited her in San Antonio. She shared a meme on the Facebook. By the time I left there, we checked. It had 14,000 shares.
That moth,
Oh,
that
wow.
moth meme.
It's a moth meme.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Cameron
She's-
shared a moth meme.
A moth
Yeah.
meme.
Wait, you
and
mean
it-
did she
they got
make
16
it? She made it?
And it's like
No, she didn't. It was just that good. But she's a meme queen 2018. That's her new name.
Meme Queen
Okay.
2018.
But
Wait, so
if
her
you
meme
see her,
from her
shout out
got
to Cameron.
shared.
buy her either a drink or a sandwich or some
I'm sure-
like
I'll
nice
buy her
buy her
coach
a
luggage.
fish sandwich.
I'll buy her whatever she wants.
Yeah,
What, for sharing a
this
meme?
is a call to arms, people. This woman needs fish sandwiches. No,
All right,
but,
get that
but she
flamethrower
got
going.
14,000 shares within like 24 hours.
I'll buy
It's
whatever Cameron
fucking
wants. That's
crazy.
I'll say
That
right
is
now.
crazy.
Yeah, Cameron's the shit.
I love Cameron to death. Anyway,
Yo, Cameron, you the
I
meme
love-
queen? I'm the meme king. What's up? Get at me, girl. Come on.
shit.
Get at me.
Get at me.
We hold it down.
I'm the meme king.
I love the
2K18.
welding helmet. The welding
He
helmet.
can't
that
see
is-
shit in it.
Yeah.
You know it. You know
Yeah.
he can't see nothing in
it's
that
not
dog.
a real welding helmet.
is
It's
not
like, that'll
practical.
protect you from sparks.
I love Reggie's
but-
bandolier too. Like
Like,
he has
yeah.
a huge bandolier of like shells, but
You think he's
but like
fucking
It
never-
takes him
Eastwood.
20
he
minutes.
didn't
to
even
put-
load it until the third act. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
what you compensating for, Reggie? Come on
What you
now,
think you
dog.
clean? You think you? Yeah.
It ain't your hair.
He's like, I really want a cup of coffee, but this Keurig is too fucking weird. I'm hammering sand.
He's breaking up the bones. That's
Oh, wait,
the,
wait. He's Duran Duran
It's
and
out of the
Gilbert
furnace.
Godfrey's child.
yeah.
Now,
So he's
okay,
like-
now look at the girl on the table. Like the last time we saw a girl with that shit on her mouth, what happened? Fucking dude came out of her
fucked a guy?
back. No, she
Oh,
came.
yeah,
the monster
yeah.
that
She
came
had
out
a
of that
guy
chick's
in her
back.
Hey, that says
yeah.
Mr. Sam Raimi. Did you see that?
Did that say that?
What?
No.
It said Mr. Sam
I'm
Raimi.
gonna ask for a
I believe it.
rewind.
I believe
This
it.
No,
might
I'm
be
telling
the
you.
we
answer.
can't.
Hey, we can do. I mean, we can do the
100%
first
positive.
rewind.
We can't
can do the
rewind.
first rewind.
No, we can't do that.
We'll go
No,
back.
Jake
hold
asked-
on, hold on. Hey, I'm taking charge here. Shut up.
We can't.
While the credits are rolling, one of us will get on our phone while the
Wait,
credits
what's-
are rolling.
yeah, what's-
If
I didn't
y'all-
ask.
hey,
I didn't
what's
ask
the
for a
time?
rewind. Y'all are the ones that
No,
didn't see
don't
it.
rewind. Don't rewind.
No, I'm-
112.
I'm looking at
112. Go
timestamp
back
it.
Listen to me.
111.
Well, hydrochloric acid never fucking directed a killer movie, and I'm interested. I'm looking.
Well, if y'all want to know the answer to that, y'all could just get on your phone right now yourself and do it. But we'll
There you
give
go.
you the answer to
Thank
that.
you, Tim.
Hey,
I
you know
appreciate
what? I
that.
grew up in
In
a
the
time when
credits.
people had
Unless
thoughts
Zach
and
can
brains
find
and
it out right
knowledge.
Oh, hey. Fun fact, one of the guys that played, I guess the one guy that played the dwarfs was an Ewok on Return of the Jedi.
I knew it. Yeah, of course.
Return of the General.
Definitely.
Return of the
Star Wars.
Return of the
Episode-
generally interesting.
Episode
person.
6. Return of the
is that?
General Cho.
What are they having? A Star Wars out there? They returning to
This
the
guy's
Star
putting the
Wars?
tall
General
man on
Tao.
acid.
General Chow.
Makes a hell of a chicken.
The fuck is Reggie porn in this embalming?
This
machine?
is like a
that a ball?
weird
He
light
put
socket.
hydrochloric acid.
This is a light socket from Super Mario Odyssey. Don't worry, you'll get it in about 40 years when the game happens.
Yeah, you may
still
not get
haven't
that, but
played
your
it.
parents are gonna think it's
Is it not out
Yeah.
yet? I thought it was already out.
What's a rerun?
Y'all got 2 TVs, man. Y'all must be rich.
You must be rich, dog.
Y'all motherfuckers must be rich.
You know, actually, that's still. I went to Graceland when I was a kid, and that still stands out in my mind that he had 2 TVs because he was rich as fuck, Elvis.
Yeah.
And, like,
that
the,
motherfucker.
That motherfucker was Elvis rich.
Fucking Elvis.
thinking real hard about it, man.
Like so,
man,
he goes,
I need to
he
think-
lights the torch up. That's not a fucking torch flame. It's a fucking a little bitty. It's like a glorified candle that guy's holding.
It's a roof. It's a
And he's
roof
like, man, I better put this welding mask back down. Fuck.
It's a glorified.
I've never
homework
looked at a
assignment.
campfire before, so I better put this.
Hey, y'all
welding mask
motherfuckers
down.
want some s'mores? I brought
It's
my
like
gun.
Reg is like, hey, you better light that flamethrower back up. Man, fucking safety first, dog. You better put that welding mask
Got a
down.
little mask on.
Man.
Duran's got rubber gloves.
He's like,
on.
sure, man. Good looking out, Reg. Thanks. You're always there to help me.
Don't worry, you're about to be burned alive, but it's Duran, so you're gonna nut hard.
We did
before
just
you go.
cut to that scene from Scrooged.
All right, this is what I've been thinking. I'm curious how
Oh,
many
there we
other
go.
films
Chris
have
has got
been
an idea.
referenced
See
in this
it going in
podcast.
a furnace
I have heard
for
like
cremation
10 or
at
11
midnight.
different
it's Matthew
movies
McConaughey.
mentioned.
Dark Knight, Willy Wonka.
Oh, you remember?
Scrooged,
Yeah.
Some
Hit
other-
him.
It goes on.
Army of
It goes on and on.
Darkness.
Right in the balls.
Avengers.
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody out there,
Yeah.
if y'all can tell us an accurate count of how many movies
How many
we've referenced
fucking movies have been mentioned
We'll
in
give
this
you
one
nothing.
while
episode?
talking over this one?
We'll give
Friday
you
the
kudos.
13th films,
I'm not gonna-
multiple
I'm not gonna
Nightmare on
get
Elm
the-
Street.
Ah, that guy's in pain.
Oh, I get it. It's the Hansel and Gretel
That's
thing.
why Duran hasn't put out a
Oh.
significant album since 1988. Except
They didn't
one.
have the original lineup anymore.
Actually, Duran, a.k.a. the Wedding album, came out after that. And it's the one with Ordinary World. It's the one that I kept singing.
He's like, I'm
And
gonna make
that
this
and Real
quad
Love Song.
shotgun, and you know what would really make it kick? Put a flashlight on top of it. He still got that chainsaw.
I also have like a Wi-Fi antenna and like an
Yeah.
Xbox controller.
I'm connected to iHeart right now, bro. What do you want to listen to?
Ooh.
Coffin pushers hiding under the stairs, man.
Liz?
I smell coffin pusher.
That's like the thing from My Bloody Valentine, the guy that used the pickaxe and wore the gas mask thing or
I've
whatever.
never seen that movie. I don't
It's
know.
an underrated movie, actually.
It's
It was one of the copycat
Oh, shit.
slasher films of
Here's
the
a
80s.
fucking ball coming, dog. We saw it happen last
It's the
time.
same shot down the same hallway.
Yeah.
Watch out for tall balls. Hey.
Oh,
Hey, well, that's
Hey,
okay.
idiot,
Hold
duck.
on. You know what we have learned just in those two scenes we've seen the balls in this movie? You know how you defeat the balls? You fucking duck.
You
just
dodged
move.
them.
Yeah, you just move out of the way.
Apparently all you gotta do is duck. And
Apparently,
and
we
those balls
also-
are
hey,
useless.
We
Moving in
just
a straight
found out
line.
that if you're not wearing your welding helmet in the down position, somebody can knock you down with a hammer.
One of the guys was like, hey, my uncle's got this camera that does this weird, trippy, like, negative light thing.
Yeah,
looks
why
like it's
does-
in
why
between
does
his
the
fingers.
ball need predator vision?
Yeah, you guys.
He's
that
literally
brain?
just holding it with his hand.
So I'm being serious. Like, I watched this when I was a kid, and these balls terrified me. They were so scary to me. I was worried
Were you
about
scared of balls? Or were you
I
like,
was.
I don't want to play
There's
baseball?
some...
I was scared of them.
Nah.
Hashtag.
Stop, coach.
Me too.
Hey,
Me too.
I don't mean to say anything a little too, suggestive or anything, but Aaron is no longer
Completely naked right now?
he
He's
just cut his hand off?
masturbating at this moment.
Did he just cut his
He's
hand off?
no
Yeah.
longer.
He was like, oh, yeah, I got this little tiny hatchet.
Fuck. He just cut his hand off.
He's no longer afraid of
Because
balls.
instead of trying to pull the ball out of his
Yeah,
hand,
just
he was
fucking,
he's like,
they-
fuck
they-
this hand.
they
What
were that
happens when you get
deep, like-
five drunkards together to watch a movie. Nobody gets a punchline through.
He was like,
but
fuck this
You can
hand.
watch the episode again. You'll hear that what I said was, Aaron is no longer afraid of balls. It's very funny.
It took a lot.
But at this point, you have to listen
Tell
to
your
the
kids.
entire episode again to understand what I was talking about.
Ooh.
Even
The
I
thing
don't
about the
remember.
medium, Jake,
I'm
is
afraid of
that
my own, you know.
Why did he
Yeah.
bring a
the
drill?
jokes come through.
But
Who
for
brings
the
a
people
drill
at
to
home
a
that are
quad
watching,
shotgun party?
but you're paying more attention to our audio commentary than the actual movie.
Here's
Apparently,
taking selfies.
this guy was so
trying to
scared
check
of
in.
balls that he cut his own hand off instead
How
of ducking.
convenient that there's a bigger chainsaw sitting
yeah.
right next to that guy.
Because a masked man with a chainsaw is scary.
Chainsaw fight. Just a good old.
Oh my
good,
god, this guy's fucking dental work is awful. It's
a good old-fashioned
atrocious.
chainsaw fight.
Or lack thereof, maybe.
Yeah.
They get high in there.
Ah,
Hell yeah, they getting
somebody
high,
lit
dog.
the door on fire.
Hey man, hey, there's a lot of embalming fluid in there, so we gonna get wet.
Oh my
I'm just
god.
saying, there's a lot in there. We dipping some stuff. I'm just saying,
We
we
dipping.
dipping tonight.
We're
Dip my
dipped
toe in the
shit.
hot tub.
Is that refrigerator out of beer, or were you just like
No,
sticking
there's
to one?
more beer in there.
That was a very
there's not
lightsaber
more
sound just then.
This is the beginning
That
of
sound
Aliens.
is the intellectual
When the-
property of
the
industrial
thing
light
comes
and
in.
magic. Hey, Chris, are you intrigued, or would you like to grab me a beer? This is kind of an intriguing scene.
I will tell you, there's no beer in this fridge.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, you missed the rat
ball
dying.
just blew up a rat.
The rat died. Chris, I'm sorry I ruined it for you. I would still like
This
a
is
beer,
great.
though.
This is great. Down
There's
the
no
hallway.
beer, unless there's a beer in the main fridge.
Is there no beer? It says some cans in there. Or there's
I got Dr. Pepper,
There's no beer.
and I got bottled
You want
waters.
Dr. Pepper, bro?
There's a
Dr.
fucking
Pepper's
there's
is
a
bad for my
jug
health,
of
man.
Jameson sitting in
Yeah,
front
have
of
it.
us.
Send us free shit, Jameson.
Get
All
your-
right. Is
get
there
your-
is there some chaser in there? I'll just drink Jameson.
There's chaser, yeah, we got
like
Dr. Pepper.
fantastic whiskey.
Listen, I'll make you guys a deal. Look, I'm gonna go,
I've got Coke here.
I'm gonna go help
Yeah.
our special
Okay.
guest.
No, water's
if you
great.
guys get
I
back
need to
to the
hydrate.
movie.
Yes, give me. Wait, Duran. Oh, that's
Oh,
the
shit.
other. That's Duran.
Oh shit!
That's
no!
the other twin guy.
No!
Oh, it's going up his ass.
Is it
It's
going up his butt?
It looks like he kind of likes it.
Oh!
No, he doesn't like it anymore, though.
Is it going up his butt?
It's too much.
It's
I think it
going up
is.
his butt, dude.
Oh no, it's in his back.
It's in his
It's
back
gonna make a
ass.
weird
I think it's
baby
like in the
thing.
it's in his
Yeah.
back.
Oh.
Ah. They could have made this movie so
This
much
is Evil
more
Dead 2 right here.
marketable.
This is the when Ash is fighting his
He's not still
possessed
alive.
hand.
He would be so dead. He'd go
just
into
got
shock.
pregnant.
Oh, it's gonna come out the top of his head.
Maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
That's the good stuff right there.
Oh, that's pretty baller.
That's the stuff.
That's
Oh.
All right,
I understand why people are into this.
This
I get
is
it.
a death scene that you fucking want to see.
Oh,
like,
wait, no.
I couldn't have predicted
Here's the
that.
trite ass go touch the person that you don't know is
Why
dead.
do you-
For
Why
one
did they
last
dead?
scare,
One
maybe.
last
Oh
scare.
yeah, there's
Why
a
did they
jump
do
scare.
this?
One last jump scare. Shoot him in the
'Cause it
fucking
works.
head.
Just shoot him from 20 feet away like
you ain't
were.
trying to save his life, even if he is
Yeah.
alive. You want to.
That was the creative. and
Slowly.
painful
Wait, here we
death.
go. Wait
It's
for it.
Oh!
Come on, Mike.
Whoa!
And she's
Let's
like,
go,
She's
okay?
like, come on, Mike.
She looks
Are you done
bored.
playing around
Yeah.
with dead
That
bodies?
guy's
the
like,
way she delivered that line.
She looked
Come
bored
on,
with
Mike,
it.
let's go.
Yeah, like she's at Spencer's
She's
and
like,
she's just
okay.
bored.
Yeah.
We're like,
There's a
hey,
lot of shit going on.
She's leaving the arcade because they're out of quarters.
Yeah.
Like, why are we still here, Mike? Let's go. Let's go get a fucking pretzel.
Okay.
Guitar pedals are boring. Let's get the fuck out of here.
The interdimensional death orb is
that's-
obviously busy,
Chainsaw
so let's
battle?
just get
That's
the
not
fuck
a
out.
legitimate jab.
This
Jazz.
mall doesn't have a gadzooks. I'm
Okay,
fucking
right.
out of here.
Yeah.
There is a
What the fuck did I do?
But it's got a rave though.
chainsaw battle going on.
Wait. All right, I'm sorry. I'm messing with this microphone stand. Did I just hear that there's a rape chainsaw battle?
No, I
happening?
said rave, the old store in the mall, because he said gadzooks.
What the? Wasn't Rave a store for girls that really?
A lot of piercings.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
it was
like
female
Gadzooks.
apparel place.
Or like that the Claire store. or
No,
whatever.
Gadzooks is where you get fish that sing Brian Ferry songs and bongs that sing Brian Ferry songs. And Rave was a store for women. That, oh my
God
God!
Yeah, Reggie.
See, that's what happens.
Reggie.
Reg's got the
You're not
chainsaw
gonna hear
right
that
in
at
his-
your weed dealer's house.
That's what happens when you don't wear proper PPE.
To the listeners,
Oh.
the guy was standing over him, and
Proper
Reg picked up his
PPE, dude.
chainsaw and
Yeah.
went straight in between his legs. And
Straight up in his little ball sack.
Oh, his
And
scrotum.
the sad thing is, that was the first thing that went in the first half second. It was gone, and then it was just nothing but,
But,
pain and the
again-
realization that you were done for.
But you realize what just happened? As soon as that happened, he was like, okay, the guy's dead. He picks up his quad shotgun. Why the fuck did you just have a
What is it?
chainsaw battle?
Has he shot that
when
at
you,
all?
Not at all.
You
Still.
could have fucking shot
Oh,
me.
there it is!
Yeah!
He just took
You know
down
what's
four
really
of them.
funny?
We need to do a shot. We need to do
Now,
a shot.
for
if
each
you
bullet.
motherfuckers were paying
We need to do a
attention,
shot.
you'd realize something. When he saw all these Jawas coming to get him, yeah, he had the quad shotgun out, and he used it, and thank God for it. Man, we've been wanting to see that thing in action the whole time. That's the only one shot that happened, I'm sure.
For like 3 hours we've been
But-
waiting for that to happen.
Cheers.
The beautiful thing about that
Cheers.
scene
Cheers
that
to the quad
nobody
shot.
even fucking cares about, okay?
What is it, Jake?
That guy looked for a gas range first. He was
It's a
like,
tense situation at the beginning of the film.
I know what fixed this earlier
know how
was
to
a
kill these
gas
things. Yeah.
range.
Is there a stovetop
Why did
somewhere?
he just cut that? What the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah, he seriously
curtain that
should
was
have cut
back?
the sleeves off of that shirt.
Well, he
man.
looks really good right now. He's like
super
well dressed.
wild.
He has
Well,
an
no, there was like a
undershirt, he's
curtain
got
pulled
belt.
back, and he pulled a knife out and like cut
Do
it.
not touch the interdimensional death orb, bro. Are you fucking serious? Leave it alone.
Don't worry, I'm
Don't
cutting,
worry, it's asleep.
It has deadly things coming out of anywhere on the orb. Why
Yeah.
would you put that in your hands?
No, it's asleep right now. He's got
dumbass.
He knows
It's a really big snitch without wings.
Hey,
It's a
hey,
It still
Harry
flies.
it's a very
Hill's guy.
sadistic snitch.
That was the lamest
Me and this
thing that
ball
anyone's
have a
ever
lot
said
in
on this
common.
podcast.
It's
I highly
chrome.
doubt that. You guys have a lot of episodes with both, well, mainly you in them, all of them.
Yeah, so that's probably got meaner things.
Yeah, I don't agree.
The fuck are y'all
I have
talking
a
about?
shot
We're
of
talking about
whiskey
how
here.
fucking
Did I totally miss out on it? Was I rambling
But
about
I didn't take all of mine,
something
Jake, so here, I'll
incredibly
choose.
stupid? Yes,
there's a little,
probably.
You were rambling about gas
They
range
they
toes.
attempted right there in the film to have like a little comedic moment.
Hey, there's that
Kikini
hearse.
Bama
And you
Land.
know whose vehicle that is, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
Sawman's.
my vehicle. That's my
It's,
vehicle.
Is that your-
it's-
is that your
one-
hearse?
That one's
As-
mine, man.
that's your hearse?
That's mine,
As a guy
actually.
that-
Yeah.
I
Hey, did
think
you see
Pete
that hearse
Huber
over there?
has
That's my
one
shit,
of
bro.
those.
Yeah, it's mine.
Wow. How much you pay for one of those?
Well, why don't you ask the guy in
Probably
the
a
back?
favor. Probably you want way too much.
You,
I just was driving to a funeral and
You
just
do a
took a
favor
left
for a guy.
turn.
That's
and
basically all it was.
just-
That car
Just kinda
belongs to
stumbled
a
up.
Still got a body.
rockabilly
You ever seen a body before?
enthusiast.
You,
It's like, well, it's still
you
running.
probably seen more bodies
you want
than
to see
you've
a
seen a
dead body?
hearse.
You want to see a dead body? I don't know,
Ah.
man. I don't know.
What does Jeff see in this fucking movie?
Well,
I'm sorry,
to be,
Jeff.
all
I know
right.
you're listening,
To be
but-
fair,
I mean,
I
I'm
would
not
have much
bagging
rather
on you,
had
but-
watched this
no,
movie.
he probably recommended it for a
alone.
reason
Yeah.
because of the cheesiness and
Yeah.
the.
Hey, well,
he
wait.
knows what we're doing.
Special effects are really cool.
Let's
like the kills
the
have been
breaks and
pretty
go
badass.
back a little bit. I doubt when Jeffro Parrish watches this movie, I doubt he has a Culligan Man bottle full of Jameson
Right.
and 4 other assholes
Trying to act cool on a fucking microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking lame, right?
hoping
that's-
some girl
that's-
that they made out with is listening and
What
they're going
I-
to be like, oh, this is the clever thing you did. I'm
Right.
impressed. I'm
Oh,
going to call
shit.
you later.
What the fuck?
What I hope every time somebody listens to our podcast is that whatever film it is, they will never look at that film the same way again.
I think we do that.
Hopefully
We do
that-
it with a lot of
I-
crazy shit in between. But
is like if the next time they see that movie, like in a group or just on TV, and they go, "Oh wow, I remember that podcast episode, and this was the part where fucking, they did this." Like
This is the part
hopefully
where,
we ruined
where
their
Chris said
their-
that Tim was masturbating and he really should stop it. And Aaron was...
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Being
This is
handsome.
where they start getting into real sci-fi territory.
We forgot about the Star
There's
Trek
those,
shit.
Those people, like inside these tubes.
One of my favorite movie quotes
what the
comes
f-
into
wait,
play
what?
right
This
now.
is where they're getting into
Dog,
real sci-fi
I
territory.
literally just went to pee, and now all of a sudden, like people's
Tall
hands are
man's
disappearing
come back.
and shit.
Oh, that guy
Oh,
is-
dude, he just cracked him
Karate.
with the back
Yeah,
of
I
his
think
hand.
he has a backlight that's stuck to his back.
Karate.
that he
His
travels with.
eyebrows are asymmetrical. Oh, don't let me slide behind this mirror.
No,
that would be
no.
unfortunate.
This is the room from the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, he
Yeah.
cut it with his toes because that's a strong part of your
the
body.
Battle of the
that's
Bald
the
Man.
that's the
The
room Dave
strongest
woke
part
up
of
in
your
at the
body,
end of
yeah.
2001.
That guy's got talented
Oh,
toes.
shit.
Now they're on Mars.
Now they're in Outworld.
Oh no,
This is-
no.
Hey,
Mortal Kombat,
Everybody
bro.
shut up. Everybody
This
shut
is
up.
Mars for Total
Everybody
Recall.
shut up and listen to me.
Another Total Recall
Everybody
reference.
shut
is-
up and listen to
give me
Aaron.
this.
This is in a shared universe.
Oh!
This is
Whoa.
a shared universe with crossworlds.
No,
That
you-
fucking
not just
game
that.
with the
No, the movie. You never seen Crossworlds with Dennis
no,
Hopper?
but I'm pretty sure you just made that up.
There is a movie. Okay, all right. Wait,
Right here.
This is one of the
Thank
things
you.
you
Didn't leave me
hired
hanging.
me without pay to be a guest for. There's a movie that Don Coscarelli made for one of those like
What the fuck
anthology things,
This
like
shit's getting weird.
13 Days of Halloween, Frightmare Fest, something. Don
Crossroads.
Coscarelli, the same director that made this movie, made a movie, a feature-length movie for one of these things. Or, well, it was submitted for one of these things.
Oh,
The movie
God.
is called Cigarette Burns.
That
in
shit's
fact-
so weird.
I would love to hear back from Don Coscarelli. But Cigarette Burns, there's a scene, there's a shot of a guy standing there and the sky's all
Oh.
red and crazy. And it's...
Oh shit! Oh!
You're... Rutger Hauer was...
Well, there was a
He
shot where he
played the
walked
sky.
up. He walked up with
Wait,
this
what?
light brown water and this clear liquid, and
Oh shit!
Oh!
Now
The
that's a
ball
pimple.
has a butthole that launches juices out of people, and this...
It looks like a bad
Looks like a
pimple.
juicer, like
it's
a
like the
bad
worst pimple of
Oh
all time.
my God, Jack LaLanne would have a field day with the tall guy.
Jesus
He
Christ.
just crushed that fucking ball.
That was like a massive like brown recluse wound that you gotta
Ah,
squeeze the pus out of.
Ah!
What in the what is that?
No, a penis with a crawfish
they were just
problem
riffing
is...
the entire movie. Like
Oh,
this
he
is the time.
grabbed the penis.
This is when the arm comes out.
This is...
Oh!
Oh! No,
Damn,
this
Jake.
is fucking wild.
That was.
I get it, Jeffro. I get it. Oh! Yeah.
That's a pretty good makeup.
Oh my God, this is
That's
so
some.
gross.
That's some really good gross makeup right there.
Yeah,
fuck.
this is
With
fucking
the
good.
tubes coming up
When the
to squirt
holes
the
in the
yellow
skin.
shit out.
Yeah.
That's like some David Cronenberg
He
shit.
kind of looks like that frog that has his babies on his back.
Ah.
Fuck.
But his eyes are
That's
still
some trypophobic shit.
That's
the
rubber.
fluids.
Oh, damn.
Boom.
The eyeballs just
Exploding
exploded.
eyeballs for the win.
That
The
happened.
eyeballs
Oh,
exploded.
Exploding
Oh,
eyeballs for the win.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Dude.
I bet he ain't dead.
I
Don't
did
poke him.
not see that coming.
I bet he ain't
What a
dead.
finish.
There you
let's-
go, Reggie.
Burn this motherfucker to the ground.
Burn that
Burn this
shit down.
motherfucker down.
Just set
Get
it
the
all on
body.
fire.
Get
Reggie,
the fucking body.
Reggie, everyone's dead now. Just, what are you doing?
Why did you spray the
are you
fucking
doing?
Man.
body?
This is fun. Get out of here.
Reggie really makes me want to go buy some flannels and cargo pants and a brown leather belt.
Dude,
Like,
I'm gonna be honest. Reggie
gonna wear
makes
that
me
shit.
want to go.
Are those
bald.
things painted in gasoline? Because those doors are really catching fire pretty quick.
Well, that's that lead paint.
We got that
thing,
lead.
you
That's
know.
a little bit of kerosene in there.
Yeah, you know. You gotta make that shit
Hey,
stick, right?
Hey,
It keeps it looking shiny.
I'm gonna
and
tell you a
new.
little secret. Hey. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna.
You
Oh, hey,
liar.
Chris.
It's just us here.
I was gonna tell you a
Hey,
secret,
Chris.
but
How's it going?
Hey, Chris Corvus there, ladies.
Did you pee pee?
To our listeners, we got a guest in the studio. Chris Corville just showed up.
Hi,
Seville.
everybody. Hi.
Thank God the movie's almost over.
I know, right?
Thank God.
Well, occasionally I like to go
Chris.
downstairs and sell Bibles.
Chris, you missed. You missed all
He's been
the
praying in the
fucking-
bathroom.
Bro, you missed all the really gory.
you really
honestly,
did.
I have a conviction.
You just missed,
I have a conviction.
You just
and
missed the
I-
best part of the fucking
can't do this.
movie.
You missed
pooped.
all
Did
the
I?
gory shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was.
Oh, wait, now she's in love with the fuck ugly Arnold
it
Schwarzenegger
was fucking
spawn.
nuts and gross.
I finally found something unbelievable about this movie. She does not like him.
That's
It's
it.
like,
That's the
not
thing
real.
that's
Definitely.
not believable.
Yeah,
that's the
she
thing.
definitely doesn't.
And the Misfits
chemistry.
box set is full of what? Satin? No, it's full of a little angel foxy going down on a fire plug.
Oh,
Oh.
she does the. What is this? Is this a hearse/limo?
Hey,
I'm
babe.
pretty sure hearses don't have like a roll-up window, like what they're just.
I'm pretty sure they don't either.
Why,
Hey, how
is
you
there-
doing
is
back there?
is
You doing
somebody-
okay?
Yeah. Is there something they need
are you
to
doing all right back there,
Does somebody have to
sir?
sit back there with the coffin?
Uh,
You're just like talking
No! No!
I
No.
found out she has a cold sore on the side of her head the size of Utah. Pull over.
Oh, so Reggie dead, I guess?
They-
Reggie dead now.
up for
Oh, yeah, 'cause
interpretation.
they're like, people drive crazy when there's people
So his
fucking
name is
in the
spelled
back of a hearse.
R-E-D-G-E.
Yes,
you know,
we've
been
we-
getting
that
that.
was-
Reg the Edge.
Oh, Reggie's got blood on him. No, Reg, no.
no.
He's still dead,
No,
Reggie?
Reg, no.
Does that mean he's dead?
Because really, Reg
Yeah.
Does
is...
that mean
think
he's
so.
dead?
No,
I don't know.
I mean-
I don't know. I've never seen a movie
Oh,
before.
so they drive off.
God,
They're like,
yeah, he's
Look
fucking.
at him,
Look at
that's
that
his
body.
lifeless body,
Yeah,
dog.
he's fucking
It
dead.
doesn't look too good.
God,
I think he's just tired. We should keep making out.
But
He'll wake up
remember that there's a future version of him that we saw earlier
That's
in the
true.
movie.
That's true.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
lot of different
so
versions.
easy to.
he's tall.
oh shit.
Whoa.
The end.
That was pretty brutal.
She was a tall man.
That was the end.
She was a tall man. She was.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Oh, man.
I think that
She was him.
She definitely was.
Hey,
Who?
but hey,
Somehow.
let me
Who?
ask you this though.
blonde.
Yeah,
Hey.
no, the dark hair.
I'm gonna tell that. I'm gonna tell that
Off
brunette.
the side of
I'm
her
gonna tell.
Best.
I'm gonna tell that
Hey.
brunette this shit. Miss me with that gay shit. Miss me with that.
Isn't it ironic, don't you think, that he
You
was
script.
he was making out with this beautiful girl?
Yeah, of course.
And,
It turned out to be a
turns
tall
out
old fucker.
the big hero guy.
There was a person. There was a
Reg.
character named
Alchemy.
Alchemy.
So somebody's name is Alchemy.
There was somebody named Alchemy.
Darren Okada.
Oh my God, that sounds like one of those like bad.
Sounds like a good old boy from Iowa.
Final thoughts. Let's start with Jake.
low-rent
Jake,
neighborhood.
final thoughts.
Jake,
have you
what's
seen
up?
this movie?
Final thoughts. I'm gonna be honest. This is not the best way to experience a movie the first way. Getting drunk
agree
with a
with you.
few
I agree.
assholes. Also trying to make yourself look cool in front of people that are gonna listen to it later.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But no,
go on.
yeah, like watching it because I was paying attention. I read some of the subtitles and stuff, everything. Like I didn't catch all of it.
But
I
you
wanna-
have fun though.
I'm intrigued.
I like how the subtitle right now is just yelling.
I'm more intrigued.
Why does it say that?
Yelling.
It just says
Everything's in
No,
caps.
Yelling.
that's the subtitle for me now. The
Are they
microphone's too close to my face.
Jake in this?
Yeah.
So
No,
give it a score on intrigue level. 1 to
Intrigue-
10. 1 to 10.
Intrigue level, I'll give
What do you
it.
think?
How willing are you to watch this like tomorrow or the next day?
I'll give it an 8.
An 8 out
I'll
of
give
10
it
on
an 8.
intrigue
And,
level.
I will
That's a
tell
high
you this.
number. That's a high number.
High praise there.
Next.
Next,
line.
10.
I'm glad we did it. You know, it was something we needed to do.
Dude, shout out to Jeff, bro. He's the driving force.
We did it. We did it. We put our time in. This was definitely a silly one.
It definitely wasn't an obligation, like
Yeah.
Tim makes it sound like.
we put our time in.
No.
We did the work.
We fucking did the thing, all right? We did it. No, it was good. This was definitely a silly episode. But, you know, that's what y'all want. Dream Quest
Yeah.
Images. I love
What
that.
is that?
Yeah, it's 2 words. That's weird.
So,
Dreaming
Lookout Mountain.
Quest.
Shout out to Lookout Mountain.
Dude, Carl Hannigan with the laser effects. Man.
Yeah.
Go
Don
ahead.
Sanders edited the music.
Chris,
My boy
Chris,
Jack
final
My
thoughts?
dick.
Final thoughts.
Alan Potter, that's Harry Potter's.
I mean, honestly, like this is probably one of my most favorite
Doc
like, horror
Kane.
movies
Doc
I've ever
Kane.
seen.
My boy
man.
Doc Kane.
Y'all let Chris tell us.
It's probably one of my most favorite horror films I've ever seen before. I've always been a huge advocate for it.
Our friendship
I
just
honestly
ended.
think it's probably one of Brendan Fraser's best work as well. Him doing the score,
He was one of the
him
little
typing
people.
out all of the cast
did the
stuff.
score, yeah.
And I don't know. It's just it's a movie that I feel like everybody could really enjoy.
Yeah.
It's very accessible to absolutely every human being that's ever walked the face of the
For
earth.
sure.
I'm only gonna
And Aaron?
watch it again if there's children around.
What are your
to
thoughts,
explain it to me?
Good call, Jake. Good call.
So
Criminal
on a-
prosecution and the wrath of the tall man. Look at that. This motion picture is protected under the laws of the United States.
And the Wrath of that's pretty crazy.
that was-
Aaron,
Civil and
This one does reserve
I need a
some
final
rewinds.
thought from you.
So
Like-
a final thought for me is that I watched this movie when I was a little kid, and I purposely
Okay,
didn't.
so
I
look,
purposely
I have a-
didn't
I have a
rewatch
little-
it.
We're not done yet, so.
I know we're not done yet because
Stop
I'm telling my
interrupting
final
Aaron as
thoughts.
he's talking about the.
all right, come on, let's wrap this up.
So
Let's get back
Okay.
on. Back on.
So I watched it when I was a little kid, and I was fucking terrified because I was terrified of everything, and I was very intrigued to watch it again. And I actually kind of want to watch it again to like really get a hold of it, get a grasp of it, because
I don't
noticed-
want to ever watch this ever
I,
again.
I want to
noticed-
watch it again without a bunch of people
I
interrupting.
Yeah,
noticed-
yeah. And on a real level, I would actually like to just watch the damn movie
I
to see.
seriously, I noticed like a lot of really weird references. Honestly, like the car reference to Supernatural, the hearse. I think there's a lot of like shit in the pop culture sort of unconsciousness right now that is a reference to this movie. But you know what? We did it for Jeff. We did it for our boy. We had fun with it. We goofed. We had some laughs. We had
Goofs
some
and
boofs
gaffs.
and gaffs and spoofs and
Can I have
laughs.
for a quick blurb
And then-
to Don Coscarelli's masterpiece of Phantasm 2?
There you go.
I just want to say I want to be quoted on the next DVD release. This movie
There's no more
has
DVDs.
balls.
It's got balls.
This movie has
Put us
balls.
in Phantasm 6.
Jake
All right,
Hooker.
so Zach, you're the last
Zach,
piece of the puzzle.
Wrap this shit up.
Where you
Wrap
at?
that shit up, B.
Put in a fucking bow, dog.
Oh, man.
cute dog. Bye bye. Good
Man, I had a great time. I had a great time. It was good to have Jake back. I mean, really, whenever we do these with Jake, it was the only time that we've made like a 5-person like really kill. No offense to Hannah or anybody else, but it's always fun to have Jake back. And thank you for like, you were only in town for the weekend, and I told you Monday was the day, and you're like, I'll stay in town for a Monday.
You made it happen, bro.
You made it happen. Thanks for coming. And we definitely wanted you to be a part of the 13 Nights. Like we were gonna. No, actually, this is coming out on the 26th.
Bro, you're in the crew.
Which is double 13.
Yeah.
And we were gonna do a Friday the 13th, but you were like, "Fuck that, let's do something else." So like we did it at your request.
So this is your fault?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jake.
Okay, all right. Here's a little backstory. Like the original plan that we had talked about was the original Friday the 13th, and it's a great movie.
It's been done a billion times.
That's what Jake said.
I personally have.
That's what Jake said. He said I'd be bored.
That. I did it in college. Like I did reports on it. Like
but it's also it makes sense that we would have you back for the next sequel.
It's a great movie, but I want to do movies where I'm not an expert. I want to do a movie where I was a complete virgin.
Yeah.
And I just saw a ball shoot fucking like green juice out of its asshole.
And for the listeners, this is definitely the very first episode where we are all virgins for our movie. Like none of us have seen this movie.
For yourself.
Like, anyway, to finish what I was saying,
fucking nerd.
You watched a 15-minute YouTube thing. Come on.
I'm glad that we finally got, like, Jeffro's been asking for this thing for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, it's been months that he's been asking
for
us to
like
do this.
8 months now.
Yeah, like since we started doing movie nights, he's been asking for this movie, and we're happy to have finally got it done for him.
Hey, we know now why, you fucking crafting ass freak.
I know, right?
It's actually a cool.
So now what we're gonna do is we're
movie,
gonna put it on Patreon only and make you fucking pay for this shit, Jeff.
Shots fired. Whoa. All right. Well,
but not really that. Wait, I do want to say one thing. I have watched this movie.
Okay, one more thing.
I'm not super familiar with the Phantasm series. I'm not super familiar with the Hellraiser series. I feel like there were kind of similarities. I feel like they're
probably
kind
in the same
of
universe.
A little bit.
We're gonna
they
craft
may
a
or may
theory
not be,
tomorrow.
but I think there's the same level of intrigue for fans of Hellraiser and fans of
probably.
Phantasm.
Maybe.
It's called sadism, is what it's called.
Yeah, it's sadism, masochism, that kind of thing.
All right,
Tim,
well,
look
I'm
at
going to sign off.
All right.
Okay. I mean, no one cared.
No, sign off.
Okay.
No, just close it
Yeah,
up.
I'm signing
yeah,
off.
Close it
thanks.
off. Close it
Thanks, Tim. We're so very glad that while I'm
You know what?
giving a
Actually,
monologue,
how about-
Tim
look,
is
you
going. We all
you got
know
20
that Tim
seconds.
is walking.
I feel like
out.
I'm-
Tim, where are you going?
I feel all right. Look,
No, for real. I want Gilbert Godfrey to sign off. Sign us off, Gilbert Godfrey.
get us out of here.
Get us the fuck
Go.
out of this episode.
You got
The
30
ghost
seconds.
of Gilbert Godfrey.
so much for joining us for this piece of shit on the Aaron to Zach podcast. Don't watch movies, they're bad for your life. Fuck off. We love you. Good night.
You said, like, fuck off, we love you.
I love it. I love the Gilbert Godfrey.